morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Welcome to Last Raps Baseball's live commentary of the World Baseball Classic qualifiers. Tonight, we're going to bring you the elimination game between Spain and Chinese Taipei, and it is going to be winner take all, and the winning team will have an opportunity to go on to play in the World Baseball Classic in 2026, and the loser, well, they have to try it again in another 3 years' time. Our friend God is Great is in the house here, and we welcome everybody into the stream. We have the starting lineups as they are ready to go here. We'll give it that for first of all, for Chinese Taipei, but we're going to talk a little bit about how both of these teams got to where they are here. It was a 3-game round robin. And Chinese Taipei, their only victory came against South Africa. They lost the opener 12-5 to Spain, and then they got shut out on home soil 6-0 to that of Nicaragua in the third and final game of the round robin. So they ended up finishing with the third seed. The second seed is Spain. Spain got things going early on as they had a victory, obviously, against Chinese Taipei in the opener 12-5. And then they knocked off South Africa before losing 2-1 to the Nicaraguans. And Nicaragua has punched its ticket through to the World Baseball Classic in 2026 next year. So the Chinese Taipei will play as the visitors tonight in this one. The home team will be Spain. First of all, we're going to give you the lineup for Chinese Taipei in this game here tonight. Leading off and playing first base is number 6, Pusuan Wang. Batting second and playing second base is number 15, Zhuwei Lin. Hitting third in center field is number 24, Qi-Hsian Chen. And the cleanup spot and playing shortstop is number 18, Yu Chang. Hitting fifth at third base is number 39, Nin-Ting Wu. Batting sixth and doing the designated hitting is number 17, Yu Che Kao. Hitting seventh in left field is number 3, Woon Ji Chen. Batting eighth and doing the catching is number 63, Xiao Hung Chiang. And batting ninth in right field is number 88, Cheng Jui Sung. And they are going to be facing Ramon Rosso. Was very impressive in his outing for Spain in the tournament. He will be taking over. He will be getting the start here tonight. It'll be interesting in the winner-take-all format how both of these teams will choose to use their bullpens in this one. Well, that's your starting lineup for Chinese Taipei. Now your starting lineup for Spain as they play as the home team. Leading off in right field is number 2, Andres Agulo. Batting second in center field is number 7, Engel Beltre. Hitting third and playing third base is number 11, Wander Encarnacion. Batting in the cleanup spot and playing first base is number 16, Jesus Estares. Batting fifth and doing the designated hitting is number 18, Rusper Estrada. Batting in the sixth spot and playing shortstop is number 19, Edison Valero. Batting seventh and at second base is number 1, Carlos Colmenares. Hitting eighth and doing the catching is number 40, Gabriel Leno. And batting ninth in left field tonight is going to be Frank Hernandez. And they are going to be facing Chen Zhang-Ao Zhang, who will take to the hill tonight for Chinese Taipei. Well, those are your starting lineups. We're going to be back in just a couple moments with all the action. Appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. If you're new to us, welcome. If you've been around here before, welcome back. We'll take a break here with our friend Eric Fox.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball. Welcome back, everybody. It is the first pitch right around the corner here as Spain has taken the field. They are getting their tune-up tosses here, and we are almost ready to get this one underway. It'll be coming to bat for Chinese Taipei. It'll be Po-Swan Wong, Zhu Lin, and Chi Xian Chen. Interesting, the change in the lineup as Po-Swan Wong has gone right to the top of the order. He's been playing at first base in the tournament, hitting lower in the first 3 games, but he's been on fire. He is 7 for 12 with no homers and 1 RBI. So when you are swinging the hot bat, you got to make sure you get him to the top of the order. The other one who has also been an on-base machine has been Zhu Lin, the 2-hole hitter. He is 2 for 5 in the tournament, but he has 6 walks to his name, so he is 8 for 11 on base. So both of those are going to be there to set the table for the Chinese Taipei Ball Club here in this one. We have our friend Sola in the house here tonight. We welcome you to the stream as well. And we appreciate you for being here. And it is already the first pitch here from Taipei City in Taiwan is ready to go as Rosso kicks and delivers. And the first pitch is a fastball that goes off the glove of the catcher, Lino, all the way to the backstop for ball 1. And we are underway. So 1 ball and no strikes to Wong. As we said, Wong batting from the left side, hit 7 for 12 so far in the tournament with no homers and 1 RBI. Waits on the offering, and Rosso delivers a fastball. This is swung on. It is lifted into right field, and that is going to get down for a base hit. So Wong continues to swing the hot stick as he's got himself a leadoff single here for the Chinese Taipei Ball Club in the top of inning number 1. That's going to bring up Zhu Lin to the plate. And for Zhu Lin, as we mentioned before, the former Boston Red Sox and Minnesota Twin enjoying a nice series as well. Came in late in the last game. He bunts and pops it foul. It's over on the third base side, and he is 0 for 1. If I was making predictions for tonight's game, I'd have to be leaning heavily towards Chinese Taipei in this one, as the right-hander Rosso works himself to the belt and now delivers. Fastball that just misses outside, and the count goes even at 1-1. Spain obviously beat them in the first game, and could they do it again? For sure. But playing on home soil against Spain in a packed house, one would have to think that the Chinese Taipei would be the ones with the advantage here, as they throw over to first base and diving back safely is the runner Wong. Good atmosphere for the game in Taiwan, as the crowd in all of the games in the round robin were full house. Here's the pitch. Squaring to bunt and pulling back is Zhu Lin, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Players with major league experience in the lineup, Lin and Chang. And, of course, Ningting Wu had spent quite a bit of time in the NPB. Has got some experience here for Chinese Taipei. There's a fastball swung on and missed. There goes the runner down to second, and the throw is not going to be in time. And Wong is going to pick himself up a stolen base. So he moves into scoring position here, as it is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Lin. And I think if I'm the Chinese Taipei, I'm going to challenge the arm of the catcher for Spain. I want to run and run and run if you get the opportunity. There's a fastball swung on and missed. It is tipped, but it is caught by Lino. He does a little bit of a juggling act, but Zhu Lin is down on strikes. He's gone for the first out of the inning, and that is going to bring up the center fielder, Chi Xian Chen. Well, for Chen, he's had a bit of a rough 3 games. He is 2 for 10. He's got no homers and a couple RBIs. And Chen certainly could use to get things going here, as he waits on the first offer from Rosso, and he swings and lifts that foul into the seats over on the third base side. The count is quickly 0-1. They've got a few left-handed sticks in the lineup, does Chinese Taipei, and we have a pause here as the home plate umpire has had to go retrieve some more baseballs, as the souvenirs are flying into the stands left and right. And speaking of the umpires, for tonight's game, it is Mark Stewart Jr. who is working behind the plate, as the right-hander Rosso delivers a fastball that misses outside, and the count goes to 1-1. At first base, it is Evan Johnson. At second base, it's Ben Phillips. And at third, Yoshinobu Yamaguchi. So Rosso holds to the set as he checks the runner over at second, checks him again, and now delivers. It's a fastball that misses outside, and the count is now 2-1. I have to say, Rosso really has a lot of movement on his pitch, a lot of arm side runs. Sometimes I can't always tell if it is a two-seamer or not, but it sure moves that way in a horizontal way as he delivers a fastball that is swung on and missed. 95 miles an hour on the gun on that last pitch. Chen swung right through that one. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is the third appearance of the tournament for Rosso. He had started one game and came on in relief in another. As the right-hander delivers, it's a fastball swung on. It is lifted into the seats. It's going to be foul into the second deck, and the count remains at 2-2. Rosso has worked 3 2/3 innings in the tournament, only allowing 2 hits, walking 1, but striking out a very impressive 8 batters. As again, he comes to the set. Now he kicks and fires. Fastball misses outside, and the count goes to 3-2. Yu Chang waiting his turn on deck as the former Boston Red Sox, Cleveland Guardian, Tampa Bay Ray is going to be able to play his part in this one here tonight. So here comes the 3-2 pitch as Rosso delivers. A fastball swung on, lined into right field. This could be trouble if it stays fair, but it's just going to hook foul down the line. Oh, Chen, I think, would want that one back, and it's going to keep the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And for those of you who are listening in, there is a pitch count rule here. 85 pitches is what the players are allowed to be able to get up to as the pitch on the way is lifted into left field, moving over, and it's going to fall in front of Hernandez. Rounding third and stopping there is the runner, but they almost tagged him out as it was Wong who had to dive back to the bag. But Chinese Taipei the fans are absolutely going crazy as that puts runners on the corners with 1 gone. So a timely hit there by Chen, who's only had 2 in the tournament. And that is going to bring up Yu Chang to the plate. Well, the last time these two teams played each other, the Spanish team pitched Yu Chang very, very delicately. And delicately in the way that they had thrown 6 straight balls to him before they pitched to him, and then he deposited a home run into the left field seats. So we'll see how they attack him here as Rosso holds to the belt. Pitch on the way. Fastball misses down and away, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to Chang. Usually with starting pitchers in Major League Baseball and in the Japanese, Korean, and Chinese leagues, if they can get through the first inning, they can usually get themselves onto a groove and be very, very difficult. So Rosso's got to get through the inning if he wants to have some success here. As that breaking ball is swung through and missed, and the count is 1-1. If you can get through inning number 1, and everything else usually comes a little bit more easier. 1 ball and 1 strike to Chang. And the pitch on the way. Fastball swung on. This is lined over the head of the third baseman into left field. That's going to get a run in. And that is going to be retrieved by Hernandez. Advancing all the way around to third is Chen. Stopping at second with a double is Yu Chang, and he's got himself an RBI. Just like that, Chinese Taipei has taken an early 1-0 lead over Spain. And that is going to bring up the third baseman, Ning-Ting Wu. Well, for Wu, he is 4 for 13 in the tournament, but he was 3 for 5 in the opener against the Spaniards. So ultimately 1 for 8 the rest of the way. And we've got a little pause here as the pitching coach for Spain is making his way to the mound here. He wants to have a conference with his starting pitcher here. As that conference is going on, we'll keep our eye here on what is happening in this one here. No other games, of course, as we mentioned, as this is the only game in town tonight. We're just having a couple of minor issues, of course, with our feed. We'll try to pick that one back up for you here as they've got runners at second and third. It is now no balls and one strike to Wu as Rosso, that conference is over. The pitch from Rosso delivers. Fastball misses outside, checking his swing, but not going around, says the third base umpire. Is Wu. That runs the count even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Infield is actually deep here for Spain. They're playing a little bit deep. They're showing the confidence in their pitcher as Wu swings through a changeup and the count goes to 1-2. I would have expected that maybe that runs might be at a premium in this game for the Spanish, and they would have maybe brought the infield in a little bit shallow to try to cut a run off at the plate. So here's the 1-2 pitch, but not so, as that fastball misses upstairs and the count is 2-2 to Wu. There is action already in the Spain bullpen, as they do have a right-hander up and throwing. So that ought to answer the early question if Rosso was going to be used for quite a bit, or if they were going to flip him out early if he got into trouble. That's that fastball misses down. The count goes to 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, right-hander works himself to the set. He does have the open base. 3-2 on the way. Fastball swung on, grounded foul, softly past the bag at first base, and that keeps the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. I do appreciate everybody who has jumped in with us tonight. And whether you listen live or on delay, it's always great to have you with us. We do call the NPB games at late night. There's a fastball swung on, grounded softly to second. On the run, fielded by Colmenares. He's going to throw to first, but that's going to get a run in. So that's going to be a ground out 4-3. Wu is going to cash in the second run of the inning here for Chinese Taipei. Advancing to third is Yu Chang. And they're still not out of this yet. It is going to bring Yu Che Cao to the plate with 2 gone here in the first inning. So the right-hander Rosso ready to go back at it again. He kicks and fires. It's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Cao. Cao got the start behind the plate in the opening ball game. He's the DH here tonight. But he did not see much action after game number 1, as there's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-2. Defensively tonight for Spain, from left to right field, Hernandez is in left, Beltre in center, and Gulo is in right. Around the horn, it is Usteres at first, the second baseman, Colmenares. At shortstop, it is Valero, and third base, Encarnacion, with the battery of Rosso and Lino. As that fastball missed upstairs, and the count is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-hander again kicks and fires. Fastball swung on and missed. And Cao goes into the books, but damage has been done here in the first inning for Chinese Taipei. They scored 2 runs in the inning on the benefit of 3 hits. There was no errors, and there was 1 runner left aboard. We're through a half inning. It is Chinese Taipei 2, Spain coming to bat. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be back after this.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just 1 roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole.
We got a 2-0 ball game as Chinese Taipei has the lead. We'll be back in just a few with all the action right after this. Welcome back, everybody. 2-0. Chinese Taipei has the early lead here against Spain. We'll see how Spain responds here in their half of the first inning. Coming to bat will be Angulo, Beltre, and Encarnacion, as they will be facing the starter Zhang here. And the first pitch is on its way. They are having some difficulties with the feed here, as we are having some difficulties at our end as well. That first pitch there was delivered, and it missed up and away for ball one. We've got the crow's nest view here as that fastball is swung on, and it is taken on the line. It looks like there by the, can't tell if that was to the second baseman or not, but that is going to retire Angulo for the first one. It was either the shortstop or second baseman. They had moved. As I say, we're in the crow's nest seat here on this one. It's been absolutely suspect in terms of the visuals. So hopefully we're able to get ourselves a different one. That brings to the plate Engel Beltre, as now we got the main feedback, and Beltre takes a first pitch fastball at 95 at the knees for a called strike. Beltre, a native of the Dominican Republic, that was where he was born, playing in the Spanish uniform. As the 0-1 is on the way, it's a fastball that misses outside, and the count goes even to 1-1. Beltre 4 for 13 in the tournament, no homers and a couple of runs batted in. Chinese Taipei drawing blood with the 2 runs in the top of the inning. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, it is a breaking ball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-1 on Beltre. Beltre batting from the left side against the right-handed throwing Zhang. He is the center fielder, 35 years old. As the pitch on the way is a fastball that is swung on and fouled away. The count goes to 2-2. And one would think that this would be the last hurrah for Beltre. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's now or never for some of these players if they want to get to the Classic. As the right-hander kicks and fires. Fastball swung on, line past the glove of the second baseman, Lin. That's going to get into right field for a base hit for Beltre, so he's aboard with a 1-out single. And the hit parade that Spain brought to the table the other night against Chinese Taipei continues here. So Beltre is the runner at first. It's going to bring Wander Encarnacion to the plate. Encarnacion is 4 for 11 in the tournament. The 25-year-old also from the Dominican, or born in the Dominican. As the right-hander kicks and fires, there's a fastball that catches the outside corner, and the count is 0-1. Last pitch was at 92 miles an hour on the gun. I have to tell you, I'm impressed with this Zhang on the mound here. He's got a plus arm, that is for certain. There's a breaking ball swung on, and it's chopped softly foul over on the third base side. Count goes to 0-2. In the first game for Spain, Encarnacion had pulled up lame late in the game, running out a ball to first base, had to be substituted. The way that he went down, I was wondering if he was even going to play in the rest of the tournament. It looked like he might have had a calf issue. Fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 0-2. But he is hung in here, and he is in the lineup again tonight. And the Spanish manager has come out to the mound. He's got something to say to the home plate umpire. I'm not sure what he is come out to deliver. There's something out there. We saw this the other night. He's asked the pitcher there. We saw the pitcher for Chinese Taipei. They were wearing what looked like a Fitbit. They were wearing a watch. And so the manager for Spain had gone out and asked the umpire to take the tracker off the glove hand. A little surprising that that was allowed in the first place. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled off of the catcher. And the catcher, Chang, is going to need a moment here to gather himself, as the count is still 0-2 to Encarnacion. It was one of the Chinese Taipei relievers the other night that was wearing a tracker, and we'd picked up on that and wondered why something hadn't been said earlier. There it was tonight. There's a fastball that misses up to Encarnacion, and the count goes to 1-2. Jesus Estares is the on-deck hitter. as he waits his turn next. Right-hander Zhang works to the set. Here comes the pitch. Kicks and fires. It is a fastball swung on. This is lifted into left field. It's going to get trouble, and it's going to get down. Racing hard is the left fielder, and that is Chen, who has to get it, and he gets it in, but they're going to hold Beltre to second base. So a single for Encarnacion. It's station-to-station baseball for the Spanish. And that is going to bring up Jesus Ustares. And for Ustares, he's 4 for 11 in the tournament. He's got a homer and a couple RBIs. And now they have a conference on the mound due Chinese Taipei. So just a quick look at the defense for Chinese Taipei tonight. From left to right field, in left field, it is Wenji Chen. In center field tonight, it is Chi Xian Chen. In right field, Cheng Jui Sung. Around the horn from first to third, Pu Swan Wong at first. The second baseman is Zhu Wei Lin. Yu Chang is the shortstop. The third baseman is Ning Ting Wu with the battery of Zhang and Chang. As the right-hander holds to the set, now kicks and fires. There's a breaking ball at 73 miles an hour that drops in for a called strike. Count is 0-1 to Ustares. As I said, I really like the way that this Chinese Taipei pitcher composes himself and handles himself on the mound. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and lifted foul over on the first base side of home plate, and Ustares is in the hole at 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander Zhang gets the sign from his catcher Chang. He looks the runner back at second base. 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball swung on, chopped foul past the third base coach's box. Count remains at 0-2 to Ustares. And I would have thought tonight that the possibility, at least for Chinese Taipei, that they would probably like to have their starter log them some innings here before they go into the pen. They had some relievers that were impressive, and they had some others that were what I would call so-so, as that fastball misses off the plate. Count is 1-2 to Ustares. And they went through a lot of arms in some of the games. Some of the games we saw 8, 9 pitchers. They were rolling everybody for 20 pitches approximately or so. 1-2 on the way. Fastball misses outside. It's now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, I'd have to say that the sexy pick for this game would be Chinese Taipei. I would think that they would be the ones that Major League Baseball would like to see. They are the number 2 team in the World Baseball Softball Council's rankings, as that breaking ball is waved at and missed, and Ustares is in the books for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone here, and it's going to leave it up to the designated hitter, Rusper Estrada. Well, for Estrada, he has 4 hits and 12 trips in the tournament to the plate. He's got a home run and 5 RBIs. The batting order here, pretty much 1 through 7, has been very productive for Spain in the tournament. As the first pitch goes all the way to the backstop, although I think time may have been called here because there was a violation. So it's 1 ball and no strikes. Very interesting there. The pitch count violation charged to the pitcher. So it was before the ball went to the backstop. If that ball would have been left to be played, the runners would have moved up to second and third. So 1 ball and no strikes it is to Estrada. As the pitch is on the way, fastball swung on. This is lined into right center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to get 1 run in. Rounding second and heading over to third is Encarnacion. He moves in there gingerly, but Estrada's got himself a single and an RBI, and the fireworks are continuing here in the first inning, as both of these teams have traded punches and runs. It is now 2-1 here for Chinese Taipei, and it's going to bring Edison Valerio to the plate. And Edson Valerio is 4 for 11 in the tournament. No homers and a couple RBIs. And it's going to bring the pitching coach from Chinese Taipei on a full-out sprint to the mound. as he wants to have a discussion with his right-hander. So, as we said in the top of the inning, sometimes starting pitchers takes them an inning or so to get used to it off the mound. So the pitching coach, Lin, on his way back to the dugout, get a kick out of Lin. He doesn't waste any time. He usually sprints out to the mound and then he runs off to the mound afterwards. Sometimes the pitching coaches, they like to take their time and slow the tempo of the pace of the game down. Well, that brings Valerio to the plate. As we said, 4 for 11, no homers and a couple RBIs. Right-hander against the right-hander. And Chang delivers a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Valerio has played a steady shortstop for Spain as well. Throughout the course of this tournament, here comes the offering as the pitch is on the way. It's a fastball that's center cut for called strike, and the count's even at 1-1. So the runner at third is Encarnacion. Runner at first is Estrada. 2 gone here in the first. It is 2-1 for Chinese Taipei. Unless, of course, you're in our stream, and it is Taiwan for sure. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. This is lined into right field. This is going to be trouble. Sung dives, and he makes the catch. He picks it off the turf. Oh, my goodness. What an unbelievable play. If he doesn't make that play, it's 1 run for sure, and maybe even another would score from first. A beautiful diving play as it was sinking toward the foul line. He reaches and extends out, and that is a web gem at its finest right there. And that is going to do it here for the 3rd out of the inning. Well, they got a run back, did the Spanish, on 3 hits. There was no errors, and there was 2 runners left aboard. Your score now as we move to the top of the 2nd inning is Chinese Taipei 2 and Spain 1. We'll be back in just a few after this. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Rounds Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. If you guys are new to our channel, we have our friend Steve Rademacher, who will keep you guys entertained in between as well. And we'll be back in just a few. This is Steve and his little introduction to who he is. We'll be right back after this.
This is Steve Rademacher, and I'd like to introduce you to my channel if you haven't seen it before. These are all the things I enjoy: sports, autographs, relics, non-sports Hall of Famers, pseudo-sports, Star Wars. That's my channel name and my name, and I would really appreciate it if you would come check me out and maybe even subscribe if you like it. Thank you for that for now, and back to your ball game.
Appreciate you there, Steve, and the support that you give to our channel. In turn, we support Steve Rademacher after the game. Be sure to go check him out, as he's got all kinds of wild and crazy stuff. We're back to the live action, and the first pitch from Rosso is delivered, and it's a ground ball smack through the 4-hole into right field, as Wen-Ji Chen is aboard with a leadoff single here to start the 2nd inning. So Chinese Taipei have brought their bats with them tonight as the hit parade in this one continues, as Chen has himself a single to lead off the 2nd. And that is going to bring up the catcher, Xiao Hongqiang. I wouldn't bat an eye if he squares the bunt in this situation. He is 0 for 6 in the tournament, and he is already squaring. He bunts it. It's not a bad one. It's over on the first base side. It's right to the pitcher, Russo, who is going to pick it up and tag him on the way to first. So that's going to go down as a sacrifice to 1. Chang is gone for the first out of the inning. Chen advances to scoring position. And just like that, Chinese Taipei is threatening again, as it's going to bring Cheng Ji Sung to the plate, the man of the hour. So Sung, the 22-year-old, went Buyon, the right fielder for South Africa, couldn't do the other night. and that was make a diving play. If you were with us the other night, the right fielder for South Africa tried to dive for a ball that Chung had hit. He whiffed on it, and the ball ended up going all the way to the right field fence, and Sung was able to leg out an inside the park home run as he takes a first pitch breaking ball for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Sung's 4 for 8 in the tournament with that inside the Parker and 1 RBI as the right-hander works himself to the belt. And now he kicks and delivers. It is a fastball swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 0-2 on Sung. I have to say, though, Sung does look like a ball player. He really fills out a uniform well. Sometimes you see players or you see players and they don't necessarily always look the fittest. He looks like he has got a pretty sleek physique. Runs pretty good. There's a fastball swung on. This is going to be lined over the head of the second baseman. Charging is the right fielder, and he comes up throwing. It's going to be cut off. That's going to put runners at the corners. So Sung, on an 0-2 pitch, goes the other way. A nice piece of hitting. He's got himself a single. Chen stopping at third, and it's going to bring the top of the order and the hottest hitter for the Chinese Taipei national team in Pu Swan Wang to the plate. And they have something going here. The crowd is again on their feet, urging their team on to try to get themselves a run. So runners on the corners here. Chinese Taipei threatening again, and the catcher is asked for time as he's going to go out there. They've got the pitching coach on his way to the mound. I'm sure they want to discuss this situation here, how they're going to handle it. The catcher, Lino, tonight already has been run on once. We'll see if they've got any tricks up their sleeve here in this one. So far in the first couple innings, Sung has been the star of the game. A beautiful catch to end the bottom of the first inning, and a base hit here to put runners at the corners. And as we said, that was with 2 strikes. It was too good a pitch by Russo. He got too much of the plate, and Sung made him pay. That brings up the top of the order, Wong, who is 1 for 1 tonight. He singled, scored a run, and stole a base his first time up. And here's the pitch. He squares the bunt, and he pulls back. It's taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1. 8 for 13 in the tournament for Wong. Right-hander Russo gets his sign as he works himself to the belt. And here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside, and the count now goes even to 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. When we did the game between these two teams the other day, we had ourselves an earthquake here as the pitch is ready to come again. Russo delivers. Fastball taken just below the knees. Oh boy, the Russo sure didn't like that. And that would be what you call home cooking for sure. That pitch looked pretty darn good, but the home plate umpire not giving anything here to the Spanish. You're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to knock them out. And you're going to have to do it on your own. So here comes the 2-1 pitch. And it is a fastball that misses down and in. And the count now goes to 3-1 on Wong. Waiting on deck is Zhuwei Lin. And it's going to get into the tough part of the batting order here for the Spanish to have to defend. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 3-2 on Wong. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now time has been called again as the catcher, Lino, steps in front of the plate as he's going to cycle through the signs to the defense. This would be a situation that certainly we see a lot of in Japan. And now the batter has taken the timeout at the plate. So 1 ball and 1 strike. This is going to be the 40th pitch of the ball game delivered by Russo. So they're already deep into his pitch count, almost halfway. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside. That's going to be ball 4, and Wong is aboard. He's going to load the bases. It's going to bring Zhuwei Lin to the plate, and it's going to bring the manager out of the Spain dugout, and I think he has seen enough because this is the second trip in the inning, and that will be the end of the night for Russo. We're going to get a new pitcher in here to face Zhuwei Lin. So we'll set the table for you. We've got a single from Chen, the sacrifice bunt by Chiang, a single by Sung, and a walk to Wong has loaded the bases. And Spain has got themselves in a host of trouble here again in the second inning, and that is going to be the end of the night for Rosso. We'll be back in just a couple moments with the pitching change. We appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight. But the big fella here tonight could not get the job done for Spain. We'll be right back after this. And again, it is our friend Steve Rademacher to keep you entertained.
Hello, everybody. Steve Rademacher coming back at you again. And during this pitching change, for a change of pace, let's open some baseball cards. We'll get through these quickly. 2023 Topps Big League. We have rookie card of Tyler Freeman to go along with a Matt Chapman. And why not a Jake Cronenworth? Shoot 'em, Jake! We do have a rookie card of Brett Beatty. That's pretty cool to go along with the uncommon Carlos Correa. Pretty common to me, but what do I know? Trey Mancini to go along with a rookie of Kodai Senga. Freddie, tell them about Kodai. And one of my favorites, Devin Williams of my Milwaukee Brewers. All right, looks like the pitcher's coming in. Freddie, you can take over now.
Appreciate you there, Steve, and the support you give to our channel. And we support Steve Rademacher after the game. Be sure to go check him out. Let him know Last Raps Baseball sent you. It is Yudi Garcia who is coming on in relief. He's going to be the second pitcher used by the Spanish here tonight. Garcia, a 6'2", 220-pound right-hander, hails from the Dominican Republic. As we mentioned before, you see a lot of the teams here that they are players, or at least the Spanish team everybody has been born outside of Spain. Garcia has spent time in the Pittsburgh Pirate organization. He began his career in the Dominican Summer League back in 2014, but he was out of organized ball by 2019. And the first pitch is a fastball that misses down and in to Lin. It is 1-0. So already ahead in the count is Zue Lin. Lin tonight is 0 for 1. He struck out his only time up, 2 for 6 in the tournament, but he does have 6 walks to go with it. So he has found a way to get on base. Here comes the 1-0 offering. Fastball swung on, chopped foul just past the first base coach's box, and the count goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Lin, it's hard to believe he's 31 years old now. I was saying the other night in the stream, I had a fellow who used to work for me and play for me who was in the Boston organization at the same time. And he said this guy was just as good defensively as Jose Iglesias, who was coming up with the Red Sox. As that fastball misses inside, the count is 2-1. Well, that's big words. Because if you think about it at that time, I think there was Xander Bogaerts, Lin, Iglesias, all in the Red Sox organization. Fastball misses up and away. It's now 3-1 to Lin. The Red Sox just seem to be able to get a depth of players. Their scouting has been outstanding over the years. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep right field. If it stays fair, it's going to be trouble. And this ball is going to be... Looks like it is going to be... Is it gone or not? He stopped running around second base. Now they're signaling it's a home run. He's going to continue on. So it's going to be a grand slam for Lin. I think we're going to go and have a look at this one. You got to think that Spain's going to want to have a peek at it. The umpires are going to all get together. So Zue Lin with a grand slam. But before we start coloring in the stuff on our sheet here, we're going to wait and see what they have to say. But they are going to have a timeout. They are going to review it. We're going to do our own review here. We're 0 for 1 in the tournament, mind you. That ball was hooked right down the right field line. And we're going to get a look in slow motion here. And I got to think that ball is going to be a foul ball. And I think this one's coming back. What I look for on that is the foul pole down the right field line. If you lose sight of the ball, if it goes around the pole, And we're going to get this here, and that's exactly what it is. It's a foul ball. He's got to come back, and we're going to do this again. That's going to run the count to full count. So what had happened is you look at the foul pole. If you lose sight of the ball, it hooks around it. If you don't lose sight of the ball, then it stayed in front of it. And that is exactly what we have here. The home plate umpire really didn't have to give much of an explanation. There was no argument at all from the Chinese Taipei side. And Zhuwei Lin is going to come on back out. So take those 4 runs off the board. And here we go back again as the pitch is on the way. It's a fastball that misses up. It's going to be ball 4. And Lin is going to get himself a walk. He's going to get himself an RBI. Everybody's going to move up. He does knock 1 run in as Wen-Ji Chen has come in to score. That's going to make the score line 3-1. Advancing over to third is Sung. Wong makes his way over to second with Lin on the base on balls, reaching first. And that brings up Chi-Hsian Chen to the plate. And the first pitch to Chen is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Chen 1 for 1 tonight. He scored the second run of the ball game. He's 3 for 11 in the tournament. As the right-hander kicks and fires. Breaking ball swung on, lifted into left field. It might be deep enough to get a run in. Moving over and making the catch is Hernandez, tagging at third, but a good throw there by Hernandez. Oh, the third base coach is yelling at Sung at third base. I think he really wanted him to go. He needed him to tag and to be able to go on that one, but that is going to be a flyout and no run here. At least challenge the throw. So that's going to be 2 outs here, and it's going to leave it up to Yu Chang with the bases loaded. So Chinese Taipei could blow it open here with 1 swing of the bat. And Yu Chang could be the man to do it. He is 1 for 1 tonight. And he swings at a fastball and taps that one foul. The count is 0-1. 6 for 14 in the tournament is Chang. He's got a homer and 3 runs driven in. Batting from the right side here against the right-hander Garcia, who is on in relief. Fastball swung on. This is going to be lifted foul into the seats over on the first base side. The count goes to 0-2. Chang accounted for 2 of the 5 runs in the first game of the series against Spain as he'd hit a 2-run shot. That would have been in the 3rd inning. As the pitch is a fastball missing down and away, and the count is 1-2. But tonight he has already knocked in 1 run, and he's got 3 ducks on the pond, and he's looking for more. So here comes the 1-2 offering as the right-hander Garcia rocks into the windup and delivers. Breaking ball misses just off the outside corner, and the count goes even to 2-2. So 13 pitches already for Garcia here in relief, as Rosso was chased early. Again, Garcia gets the side. He rocks into the windup and delivers. Fastball. That one's taken for a called 3rd strike. And Chang stood there like the house by the side of the road. He watched it go by. And that is going to do it here for Chang for out number 3. Well, Chinese Taipei, they had opportunities for more as the ball from Lin had just hooked foul. 1 run in the inning on the benefit of 2 hits. There was no errors, and there were 3 runners left aboard. We're moving to the bottom of the 2nd inning. It is now Chinese Taipei 3 and Spain 1. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. We appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Rouse Baseball YouTube channel. Be sure to check out our friend Steve. We'll be back after this.
Hello, guys. Thank you for joining Freddie here on his baseball game. And I'm Steve Rademacher, and my channel is really all about everybody, including all my international friends. We have such stuff as non-sport packs from Canada, the OP cheese. We have the Greek Freak. We have money from around the world. We have lira. We have yen. We have francs. We have pounds. We have Deutschmarks. We have all kinds of cool stuff like that. We even have some cooler things like Japanese women wrestlers and OPG baseball cards where I cannot read the back. We even have unopened material like the royal family, I know it's backwards, from London, England. Thank you for watching. Back to Freddie.
That's right, everybody. We will be back in just a moment with all the action. Appreciate you with Steve popping in. We'll be right back in 30. Welcome back, everybody. The first two pitches from the right-hander Zhang has put Carlos Colmenares in the hole. He took a fastball for a strike and then swung through a breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes, and then he took the offensive timeout. So no balls and 2 strikes as the right-hander kicks and delivers. It's a breaking ball swung on. It is lifted softly into center field, racing hard as the center fielder, and it is going to be falling in for a base hit as Chen dove and couldn't keep it in front of him, went off to the side. But Colmenares is going to get himself a bleeder single here to start the second inning, and Spain is just not wanting to go away. So he's aboard with a leadoff single. That's going to bring Gabriel Lino to the plate. I do have to say, you got to tip your hat here to Spain, as even in the first game, they were just relentless on the offensive side. As they throw to first base, and diving back in time is Colmenares. And I mean relentless. So here comes the first offering to the right-handed hitting Lino, and it's a breaking ball that misses down and away. Count is 1-0. Lino in the tournament is 3 for 11. He's got a homer and 3 runs batted in. For the tournament, the Spaniards have had 4 homers in the first 4 games, as there's a breaking ball that just catches the inside corner. And Lino is asking the home plate umpire, in a way of words, as that as much as you could come in. I think the first pitch looked more of a strike than that one, but home plate umpire evening it back up. So here comes the 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball that comes up and in and hits Lino. That's going to put runners at first and second. And Lino not happy as he's walking down to first base. So runners at first and second. It's going to bring Frank Hernandez to the plate. And when you talk about hot hitters, as we were talking about at the top of the order for Chinese Taipei with Puswan Wong, well, at the bottom of the order here, Frank Hernandez, he has had 4 hits and 4 trips to the plate here in the tournament. So Hernandez strides to the plate with runners at first and second. I wonder if this would be a bunt situation. I can't imagine the Spanish really bunting a whole lot here. Hernandez is one of the players that is born in Cuba. On this Spanish team. Here comes the first offering now from Zhang. Oh, he is squaring the bunt. It's a little old school baseball. He takes a fastball for a called strike. He does a 180. He's not happy with the call. That pitch looked like it was up and away. And as I said before, you're going to have to go in there, and not only are you going to have to beat Chinese Taipei, you're going to have to knock them out. Even though you are the home team, technically in this one, you're not getting the home calls. There's a bunt. It's down. It's a good one. Down the third base line. Fielding it is Ning Wu. He fires to first. That's going to go down as a sacrifice. It's going to go 5-4 in the books. Hernandez has gone for the first out. It's going to bring the top of the order Angulo to the plate. But Colmenares advances to third, and Lino advances to second. Really good bunt there by Hernandez. And high fives all around in the dugout, as it should be. Great job there by the left fielder of the Spanish national team. And that brings Angulo to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He lined out to second base to begin the ball game. He is 0 for 13 in the tournament, looking for his first hit. And what a time it would be to come right here, as that breaking ball misses down and is 1 ball and no strikes to Angulo. Spain could use a clutch knock if they want to stay in this one here. 1 ball, no strikes, as the right-hander Zhang rocks into the windup and delivers. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count now is a 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, the right-hander works himself to the set. And the pitch on the way. Fastball swung on, lifted into deep left field. This should be deep enough to get a run in. Making the catch is the left fielder Chen. Tagging at third and heading home is Colmenares. That's going to be a sacrifice fly. So sacrifice fly to 7 for the second out of the inning. Angulo gets himself an RBI. Scoring is Colmenares, but holding at second is Lino. And Spain has cut the lead to 3-2. But they still have a runner in scoring position with 2 gone, and it's going to bring Engel Beltre to the plate. So the fireworks continue in Taipei City as both of these teams are putting up some runs. Nice stop there on the fastball by the catcher Chang. Able to keep that in front of him. He had visions of maybe going down to second base to try to throw out the runner Lino, but Lino was able to scamper back in time. So 1 ball and no strikes to Beltre. Again, the right-hander works himself to the belt. Checking the runner at second base. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. And time has been called here, and that's interesting. It looks like they're going to put on Beltre to first to pitch to Wander Encarnacion. Very, very interesting. So you walk the 2-hole batter intentionally. Maybe they're saving on the pitches. It's going to bring Encarnacion to the plate. He is 5 for 12 in the tournament. But what it does do is it sets up the force, which is, I think, what the Chinese Taipei are anticipating here, because Encarnacion, as we said, does not look the most fleet of foot right now as he takes a fastball outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Interesting decision here by Chinese Taipei. Unless they think that Beltre is going to do some damage. Beltre does have the hit tonight. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball swung on and fouled into the netting behind home plate, and the count goes even to 1-1. I mean, kind of pick your poison right now with the Spanish lineup. When you look at Beltre, Encarnacion, Estares, Estrada, Valerio Hernandez, Colmenares, everybody from 2 to 7 in the batting order has at least 4 hits in the tournament. There's a cutter taken for a called strike. The count is 1-2 to Encarnacion. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-hander again kicks and fires. Fastball swung on, lifted into right field. And holding his ground is Sung, and he's there to make the catch, and that is going to do it. Well, they threaten that they don't score. Well, they made the right decision. Well, I shouldn't say threaten, but don't score. They don't score on that one, but they did get a run back in the inning. There was 1 run in the inning on the benefit of only 1 hit. There was no errors, and there were 2 runners left aboard. We are now through 2 complete. Your score is Chinese Taipei 3, Spain 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action after this. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back after some drums. Welcome back, everybody. Garcia back in for his second inning of work, and he delivers a first pitch breaking ball that misses down to Ninting Wu. Garcia then delivers another fastball that misses outside. The count is 2-0. Wu tonight is 0 for 1. He grounded out to second his first time up, but he has driven in a run as he waits on the offering from the right-hander, who delivers a fastball that swung on and missed. And the count now goes to 2-1 on Wu. Wu batting from the left side here against the right-hander Garcia, as Garcia rocks into the delivery and fires a fastball that's lifted into the netting over on the third base side of home plate. The count goes even to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Garcia ready to go again. He gets the sign from his catcher and he rocks himself into the windup. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside. It's now 3-2 to Wu. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting his turn on deck is the designated hitter, Yu Chi Kao. Kao is, as I said, interestingly enough, the DH tonight, as that fastball is lifted foul into the seats over on the third base side. The count is 3-2. We'll get to him when he comes up to bat. 19 pitches already here for Garcia, as he is ready to deliver the 3-2 pitch to Wu, as the right-hander kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and another one lifted into the upper deck down the left field line. And a man from Kaohsiung is going to take that one home, as the count remains 3-2 to Wu. This is going to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat here to start the inning. That's a good way to get things going if you're Chinese Taipei. Fastball swung on, grounded softly over to first. Fielded neatly by Ustar as he's going to take it himself. That is going to go as a ground out to 3 to start inning number 3 for Chinese Taipei. So 1 up and 1 away, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Yu Che Kao. As I mentioned earlier, interesting that Kao gets the start as the DH. He started the game behind the plate in Game 1 against Spain, and then he had disappeared. And now here he is as the designated hitter after not seeing an opportunity for at-bats as he takes the fastball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch on the way, another fastball, and that one misses down, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Right-hander against the right-hander. Garcia rocking into the windup and delivers. It is a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count now goes to 2-1. Wen-Ji Chen waiting his turn on deck, as we are here in the top half of the third inning. This game has gone on for quite a bit already. There was a fastball swung on. It is hit in the left center field. Coming hard is the center fielder, Beltre, and he's going to make the catch. That ball just hung up enough. If that ball would have been a little bit flatter, it might have got down, but Kao is gone for the second out of the inning. And if you are Spain, this is what you need. You need a couple innings where you can settle this down. We were watching that game the other night with the South Africans, and I don't think at any point, I have to go back and look at my chart against Chinese Taipei, I don't think they had 1-2-3 inning. As there's a first pitch fastball taken for a called strike. Count is 0-1 to Chen. Chen tonight 1 for 1, singled and scored a run in the second inning. As he swings at a fastball, hit softly over to second. Colmenares fields it. He throws to first. That is going to do it. That's a ground out 4-3, and that's what the Spanish could use as a quick inning. And that is going to do it here in the top of the third for Chinese Taipei. They go quietly, and it is now 5 in a row retired by Garcia. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We're now moving to the bottom half of inning number 3. It is Chinese Taipei 3, Spain 2. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Whether you listen live or on delay, it's great to have you here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's another Hollis build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. Slated to come to bat here in inning number 3 for Spain will be Jesus Estares, Rusper Estrada, and Edison Valero, as they are going to be facing the starter Zhang here for his third inning of work. Spain have scored in each of the first 2 innings. They got a run in the first and a run in the second. It's the heart of the batting order, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters to face the right-hander Zhang. And the first pitch is a fastball at 92, taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. So Zhang could also probably use himself a decent inning. 41 pitches. He was at 40 through the first 2. As he throws a fastball that misses outside at 93, and the count is 1-1. Just when you look at Zhang here, you can see he's just a cut above some of the other pitches that we see, just the way his mechanics, his form. There's a breaking ball swung on, and it's grounded foul over on the third base side. The count goes to 1-2. When you look at a player of Zhang's quality and you try to determine, he is, as we said, 6'1" and 200 pounds. But pretty clean arm action, smooth delivery. There is a fastball that swung on and chopped foul over on the third base side. Chen Zhongao Zhuang is the name here of the pitcher. They do have a lefty, Lin, that was in the bullpen the other night. I wonder if we'll see him late in the ball game. As there's a fastball swung on, it is lifted into shallow center field. And coming in on it is the right fielder Sung. Coming in as the center fielder, it's a bit of a Bermuda triangle as Lin was backing up on it. That is going to be hauled in by the right fielder Sung. He's been a busy man tonight. That is going to retire Estares for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone. It's going to bring in the DH Rusper Estrada to the plate. And we have Team Taiwan, as we have somebody checking in with us tonight. We appreciate everybody who listens in or pops in, even if it's for a few minutes. Thank you for doing it. As we said, we are going to be on the airwaves for the NPB. We're hoping to do about 100 games this year. Hope you guys can jump in with us if you like the NPB. And we are going to be in Taiwan later this year in August. So hopefully you get a chance to come and visit. I have a friend of mine who calls Owaiji Island his home in Japan. He and his family are going to be going to Taiwan in the next month for a break. There's a fastball that swung on and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Estrada. A chance to enjoy the beautiful country of Taiwan. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 0-2 to Rusper Estrada. And unfortunately, the fellow who typed in the chat, I don't read the Mandarin script, so I'm of no use, as there's a fastball that misses outside. Count is 1-2, but I do know Team Taiwan when I see it. And the Taiwanese have a 3-2 lead here right now in the third inning. And it is the bottom half as Spain is batting here. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded softly over to short. Yu Chang fields it, throws to first, and that is 2 up and 2 away. That's 3 in a row retired now here by Zhang. Ground out 6-3, so Estrada gone for out number 2, and it's going to leave it up to the shortstop, Edison Valerio. I was going to say, I don't know if we could have 9 innings of all the action that we had in the first 2. Have to take a little bit of the steam out of the bat, so Valerio batting here, 0 for 1 tonight. He lined out to right field to end the first inning as he takes a fastball just off the outside corner, and the count is 1-0. Valerio 4 for 12 in the tournament, with no homers and a couple of runs batted in. As the pitch on the way is a fastball that catches the outside corner for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. I have to tell you, I'm not really sure what the difference of that one to the first pitch was. Both were fairly close to being one another. Here's the 1-1 offering. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left field, moving back and underneath it, and there to make the grab is the left fielder Chen. And Spain is going to go quietly here in their half of the third inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. They go quietly just as Chinese Taipei did in their top half of the third. Your score as we move to the fourth, it is Chinese Taipei 3 and Spain 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Appreciate you guys for being here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to come to bat here in the middle frames for Chinese Taipei. As it is so far, they've got 3 runs and 5 hits in this ball game, whereas Spain has 2 runs and 4 hits. It has been almost an opportunity for the Chinese Taipei to blow it apart, as the first pitch is a fastball that misses outside to Chang for ball 1. Count is 1-0. It was the Zhu Wei Lin almost hit himself a grand slam. It had just hooked the ball foul. As that fastball misses down, it's now 2-0 to Chang. Chang does not have an official at bat in this one. He had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. And now he bunts looking to try to get himself on, and he takes a called strike. The count is 2-1. Chang kind of crowds the plate. 27-year-old bats with a closed stance, as the pitch is a fastball that swung on and fouled off the glove of the catcher all the way to the backstop. And the count is now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes as the right-hander delivers again. There's a fastball swung on, but it gets away from the catcher. It's going to go all the way to the backstop. And it's going to be a strikeout, but it's going to be an error on the catcher that allows Chang to reach first base. So that is going to be a strikeout, E2 on the pass ball. Or maybe it's just a straight-up pass ball. I'll have to see if they do score an error or not. Sometimes they do. That ball should have been caught. Maybe it's just strikeout, pass ball. We'll get the official score on that one. Yeah, no error charged. It's just going to be strikeout and a pass ball. And it looks like here, right off the bat, we have a violation on the hitter. And that would be on Sung. And a violation, he's got himself a strike right away. So no balls and 1 strike. And he squares to bunt, and he drops it down. It's a decent one. The pitcher fields it. Garcia throws it, and then takes the first baseman off of into the foul territory side. He almost airmailed Esteras. But that is going to be a sacrifice. It's going to go into the books as a 1-3 putout. Advancing to second is Chang, so he moves himself into scoring position. And that's going to bring up the top of the order in Pu Swan Wang. Well, for Wang tonight, He's been pretty good. He had a single his first trip and scored a run, and he drew a walk his last time up. So 1 for 1 tonight, 8 for 13 in the tournament. The hot stick continues here for the left-handed hitting first baseman. As Garcia works to the set position, he checks the runner. And now delivers. Fastball taken under the hands for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Pitch was at 91 miles an hour on the gun. They are playing the left-handed hitting Wong to pull. They've got a shift on for him. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball that misses outside, and Leno ends up on his backside. Count as a ball and no strikes to Wong. Wong waggling the bat. 3-2 Chinese Taipei in the lead here in the top of the fourth inning. As the right-hander holds set, now delivers. That is a split-finger pitch that swung on and missed, and the count goes even to 1-1. Or check that, 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Wong. Got to keep my score sheet up to date. We've been pretty good at it. The scoring tonight, or the official scoreboard's been pretty good tonight too. Looks like they're starting to get to be in midseason form. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into right field. Moving over underneath it is the right fielder Agulo. He makes the catch. Tagging at second is the runner Chang, but he's not going anywhere with his wheels, as he is going to have to hold there. It's just going to go as a fly ball out, and then Wong is gone for the second out of the inning. And now it's going to bring up Zhu Wei Lin. I don't know why Wong was getting high fives when he went back to the dugout. Wasn't worthy of high fives. So Zhu Wei Lin is coming to the plate. Lin is officially 0 for 1. He has struck out and walked his 2 trips to the plate. He's also driven in a run. As we mentioned, he hooked that ball just around the right field pole. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is quickly 0-1 to Lin. Looked like he might have hit a grand slam. They had to go up for review, and they took it off the board. As the 0-1 pitch is on its way. Here's the pitch from Garcia. Fastball swung on and missed. Count now goes to 0-2. With that walk back in the second inning that brought home the third run for Chinese Taipei, it's been the difference in this one right now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Garcia delivers. Fastball misses upstairs, and the count goes to 1-2. Well, you got to say, Garcia's come in and he's settled it down. He has faced 10 batters so far, and only 1 has got to second base, and that is the runner right now, Chang. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. It is lifted into left field. Moving over underneath it is Hernandez. He's there to make the catch. Our friend Han Chen Wu says, Taiwan, go, go, go. Well, they had their chance again. They leave a runner in scoring position here. There was no runs in the inning. There was no hits. There was no errors, but there was 1 runner left aboard. Your score as we move to the bottom half of the fourth, it is Chinese Taipei 3, Spain 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Wraps Baseball YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys will join us for some NPB action at the end of next month, but we'll get some exhibition games in over the weekend. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Wraps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Wraps Baseball, we know baseball.
That's right, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Stick around. It is 3-2 Chinese Taipei over Spain. Welcome back, everybody. The starter Zhang has just completed his warm-up tosses, and we're about ready to resume the action as Spain will send the 7, 8, and 9 hitters to the plate. It'll be Colmenares, Alino, and Hernandez to come to bat here. Nicaragua punched their ticket to the 2026 World Baseball Classic as they won the round robin with a 3-0 record. Spain and Chinese Taipei, winner of this game here tonight, will join them in that as well. One thing I couldn't figure out is where they will end up being assigned. Everybody, of course, will get a qualifier into their group, just where they will be, where they go for winning here and where they go for being the runner-up will be of interest. I'm not sure where the teams will go at this point. Here comes the pitch. It is a fastball that misses down. We do have a change in on the mound here. We have a new pitcher in for Chinese Taipei. It is Su who has entered the ball game, and the pitch is a fastball that swung on and missed at 96. So 1 ball and 1 strike. So Zhang's night is done, giving up the 2 runs in his 3 innings of work. Here comes the pitch from Su. Fastball that misses up and away. It's now 2-1 to Colmenares. Caught us a little bit off guard. We've seen this right-hander pitch before, as the pitch on the way is a cutter that is swung on and lifted into the seats over on the third base side. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Su here in terms of his pitching, as that pitches a fastball at 97 that just misses outside. Count now goes to 3-2 on Colmenares. Pitch on the way. It is a cutter that is swung on and missed. Colmenares goes in the books. He's gone for the first out of the inning. That is going to do it. So Sheng Su is the pitcher, as we mentioned. On relief, he has appeared. This is his 3rd ball game. He has started 1. He is 0-1 with a 3.00 ERA in 3 innings pitched. But if he looks like this here now, he's going to be pretty good. So Sheng Su, as we mentioned on the hill. First pitch breaking ball, waved that and missed. As Gabriel Lino is behind in the count at 0-1. Lino was hit by a pitch his first time up. As the right-hander delivers, there is a breaking ball swung on and missed, but the bat goes flying a country mile as it ends up down the left field line over by the stands past the third base coach's box. So no balls and 2 strikes here to Lino. 3 for 11 in the tournament thus far for the catcher of Spain. There's a fastball swung on, lined right to the glove of the leaping Swan Wong over at first base. And Lino is going to be talking to himself as he walks back to the dugout. He hit that ball right on the screws, but right to the glove of the first baseman, who had to be moving toward the foul line. He's in the books. That's 6 in a row retired now by Chinese Taipei pitching. That's going to leave it all up to the left fielder, Frank Hernandez. They really don't waste any time. They get right back at it as Hernandez takes a slow breaking ball over for a called strike. Hernandez 4 for 4 in the tournament, had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Pitch on the way, fastball just below the knees for a ball, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. I wish we could get the Hawkeye or the umpire scorecard at the end of the game for this one. Breaking ball that is fouled back, and the count now goes to 1-2. The home plate umpire getting a lot of held long balls there by the catchers. And that's a voice of displeasure if you're a catcher, telling the umpire, I don't like your call. Fastball swung on, chopped over the head of the pitcher, right to the second baseman, Lin. Fields it, throws to first. Hernandez is gone, ground out 4-3, and that is going to do it here for Spain in their half of the 4th inning. They go in order. It is 7 in a row, retired now by Chinese Taipei pitchers. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We're moving to the top of the 5th inning. Your score is Chinese Taipei 3, Spain 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a little bit with all the action Appreciate you for listening in tonight.
Hello, guys. Thank you for joining Freddie here on his baseball game. And I'm Steve Rademacher, and my channel is really all about everybody, including all my international friends. We have such stuff as non-sport packs from Canada, the OP Cheese. We have the Greek Freak. We have money from around the world. We have lira. We have yen. We have francs. We have pounds. We have Deutschmarks. We have all kinds of cool stuff like that. We even have some cooler things like Japanese women wrestlers and OP-Chi baseball cards where I cannot read the back. We even have unopened material like the royal family, I know it's backwards, from London, England. Thank you for watching. Back to Freddie.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be coming to bat the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Chinese Taipei to face the right-hander Yudi Garcia, who is on to start his third inning of work, or start his third complete inning of work. Actually, he's going to be out for the 4th inning now because he came on in the 2nd. The first 2 pitches, one was a strike and the other was a ball here to Chi Xian Chen. Chen 1 for 2 tonight, a single and 2 trips as the right-hander Garcia delivers again a fastball that misses outside. The count is now 2-1. 40 pitches since entering the ball game, so he is almost at his halfway point, which he just crossed on that last pitch. There's a fastball swung on and grounded, foul on the first base side. The count goes to 2-2, but he has really come in and steadied the ship. We'll be back on the airways for more World Baseball Classic qualifiers. China, Germany on Sunday. Then on Monday, it'll be Brazil, Germany, and then it'll be Brazil and China that we'll be able to take care of in the next qualifying bracket, as that ground ball was hit to short. Nice play there by the shortstop, Valerio, who throws to first, and Chen is retired on a ground out 6-3. So 1 gone here, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Yu Chang. So we'll call some of that action as well. Look forward to that. So Chang batting here as the right-hander rocks himself into the windup and delivers. First pitch, fastball at 91, blows right by Chang, and the count is quickly 0-1. Chang tonight 1 for 2. He's got a double and 2 trips. He's struck out looking and driven in a run. So here comes the pitch. Fastball misses way off the outside corner, and the count now goes to 1-1. 6 for 15 in the tournament is Cheng with the homer and 3 runs batted in. That home run came against Spain in a losing cause in the opener. There's a fastball swung on and chopped foul over on the third base side. Count is 1-2 to Yu Chang. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-hander Garcia gets his sign, and he's ready to rock into the windup. He kicks and delivers. Breaking ball misses down, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander rocking into delivery. Here's the pitch, and it is a breaking ball swung on and missed. A good stop there by Lino. Chang is going to sprint to first, but he's going to be retired. It's going to go down as a strikeout, 2-3 for the putout. And he is gone for the 2nd out of the inning, and that's going to leave it up to Ning-Ting Wu. Got to say here, this Garcia, Yudi Garcia, has been absolutely outstanding. They can take up to 85 pitches. He's at the 50 count right now. Brings Ning-Ting Wu to the plate, who is 0 for 2 tonight. He takes a first pitch fastball just outside. Garcia didn't like it. Got to tell you, you can just see the way that the catchers are set up. I know the angles are sometimes tough. This is actually a pretty straightaway angle that we get. So you can see the in-out pretty good. There's a fastball missing outside. It's now 2-0 to Wu. The up-down, obviously, we have to be the judge of that, but we can see the catcher on where he receives some of the stuff. There's a pitch that misses down. It's now 3-0. I have to tell you, the pitchers for Spain have been visibly upset at times. 3-0 on the way. Fastball misses down. It's ball 4. And that is going to draw a walk here for Wu. The Spanish brass, they haven't said a whole lot going on in the dugout, but they are going to get on the phone to get somebody up in the bullpen, one would think, or at least stretched out. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Yu Che Cow, to the plate, who is 0 for 2 tonight, strikeout and a lineout to center field in his 2 trips. And the right-hander Garcia delivers a breaking ball that misses down and away. The count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. All the scoring in this ball game has come in the first 2 innings. It was a frantic pace as Chinese Taipei opened the scoring with 2 in the first. Spain responded with 1 of their own. Chinese Taipei added another in the second, and Spain came back again with 1 of their own, and that's where we stand at 3-2. There was a cutter taken for a called strike. Count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Cow. 2 gone here in the 5th inning as the pitch is a fastball that is waved at and missed, and now the count goes to 1-2. Just overmatched right here by the right-hander Garcia, who, as we said, has been absolutely outstanding since entering the ballgame here. Really steadying the ship for the Spanish. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. Cow's in the books. He's gone for the 3rd out of the inning. Garcia does his job yet again. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors. There was a runner left aboard. We are now moving to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Your score is Chinese Taipei 3, Spain 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call in just a few. Appreciate you guys for ducking in here tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be back after this.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play. But you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just 1 roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole.
This is Steve Rademacher, and I'd like to introduce you to my channel if you haven't seen it before. These are all the things I enjoy: sports, autographs, relics, non-sports Hall of Famers, pseudo-sports, Star Wars. That's my channel name and my name, and I would really appreciate it if you would come check me out and maybe even subscribe if you like it. Thank you for that for now, and back to your ball game.
Appreciate you there, Steve, and the support you give to our channel. In turn, we support Steve Rademacher. Be sure after the game to go check him out. His latest video dropped today, and that is Takeover Tuesday with the United States Parcel Service. Check out the damage to his first one and the packaging to go with it. Well, there you have it. Okay, everybody. Well, we are going to be moving here to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It'll be the top of the order to come to bat here for Spain to face the relievers Sioux. It is Angulo, Beltre, and Encarnacion. The first pitch is a cutter taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. I can see why the players are a little upset. That pitch was a little bit up in the zone, and the one's at the knees. But there's a breaking ball that comes inside and has hit Angulo. It's pretty much the only way he's been able to find himself to get on base. He hasn't had a hit in the tournament, but a hit by pitch he will take. He's going to be aboard here, and that's going to bring up Engel Beltre to the plate. And for Beltre, well, he is officially 1 for 1 tonight. He's got a single. He scored the first run of the game for Spain. And then he was intentionally walked in the 2nd inning as he bats here from the left side. I don't think that he's going to bunt, but yes, he does. He drags it. It's a good one down the first base line, and fielded by the pitcher, but it's going to take the first baseman off of the bag. It's going to go down as an infield hit. Wong had to come off the bag. We're going to get a look here. They want to take a look at this. I don't think they got him, but they're taking a quick peek here. I think that that's going to be a safe call all day in my books. The manager has held it up, but well, they were going to ask to go upstairs. So let's get a look at this one here. I'm a little shocked by that. Let's see if he was able to hold the bag. And that would have been Lin, the second baseman, actually over covering. Sorry, it was the first baseman, Wong, who had fielded the ball. Lin had got it covering. He's safe. As far as I'm concerned, he's safe. That wasn't even close. I'm surprised they wasted a challenge on this particular play. And I'm not a big fan, although I will say this. No, maybe not. Yeah, it wasn't even close. The only thing I could think about is if they were looking maybe for some interference coming down the line at first base there, but I can't see there being interference on that particular play. It looks like they're going to rule that as a single. Yep, they got to call them safe. So that's going to put runners at first and second, and Angulo is going to advance. It's going to bring Wander Encarnacion to the plate. We got to look at the replay again, just past the outreach of the pitcher as it was fielded by the first baseman, and the throw took Lin off of the bag. And Encarnacion squares to bunt, and he fouls that right off of the catcher. Oh boy, that's going to leave a mark. Count is quickly 0-1 to Encarnacion as the catcher Chang is bouncing around. So no balls and a 1 strike. Right-hander ready to go again. Sue works to the set position. He checks the runner at second, and now he kicks and delivers. There's a fastball that swung through and missed. Count is now 0-2 to Encarnacion. I would have maybe stayed with the well there. He bunted the first pitch, and why not try to get it down again on the second one? So no balls and 2 strikes to Encarnacion. He waggles the bat. Sue checks the runner at second, now delivers. Fastball swung on, grounded softly to short. Chang goes to second for 1. Back to first. Double play. That's going to go in the books as a 6-4-3 variety. Encarnacion not running well down the line. Beltre erased at second for the first out. Advancing to third is Angulo, and that's going to bring up Jesus Estures to the plate. But I have to say, I would have thought that for sure you would have saw another opportunity for a bunt there. First pitch is a cutter taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Estures. Estures is 0 for 2 tonight. He has struck out and flown to right field his 2 trips. As the right-hander Sue holds set, now delivers. And checking his swing and fouling that one off is Estures, and the count is now 0-2. So a big break for Chinese Taipei there to induce a double play ball. So no balls, 2 strikes as the right-hander works himself to the set. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and that is going to do it. Well, the Chinese Taipei get themselves out of a jam as Spain puts the first 2 runners aboard with a hit by pitch and an infield single. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left aboard. We are now through 5 complete. Your score is Chinese Taipei 3, Spain 2. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action after this.
Hello, guys. Thank you for joining Freddie here on his baseball game. And I'm Steve Rademacher, and my channel is really all about everybody, including all my international friends. We have such stuff as non-sport packs from Canada, the OP Cheese. We have the Greek Freak. We have money from around the world. We have lira. We have yen. We have francs. We have pounds. We have Deutschmarks. We have all kinds of cool stuff like that. We even have some cooler things like Japanese women wrestlers and OPC baseball cards where I cannot read the back. We even have unopened material like the royal family, I know it's backwards, from London, England. Thank you for watching. Back to Freddie.
Appreciate you there, Steve, and the support you give to our channel after the game. Be sure to check out Steve Rademacher's latest drop, as the UPS has damaged his mail. It is going to be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters to come to bat here for Chinese Taipei in inning number 6. That would be Wenji Chen, Xiaohong Chang, and Cheng Jui Sung. As they are slated to hit here. Just going to do a double check. I'm pretty sure that the starter Garcia, or the reliever Garcia, is still in the ball game. Yudi Garcia, since he's entered in the ball game, 3 2/3 innings, has not allowed a hit. He has walked 2 and struck out 4. He has been absolutely outstanding. The first pitch is a breaking ball that catches the outside corner for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Chen. Chen 1 for 2 tonight, a single in 2 trips. He did score the go-ahead run in the second inning, or the inning that is, or that's got the third run here, as that breaking ball was swung at and missed. The count is 0-2. Garcia rocks into the windup and delivers. There's a fastball, misses up and away, and the count is 1-2. 59 pitches in the time entering the inning here for Garcia, as he delivers a fastball that bounces up to the plate, and the count goes to 2-2. As we mentioned, 85 pitches is the limit. And so he's got another 20 some odd bullets left in the gun. If they can squeeze another inning or so out of him, that would be a great night for Spain. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, lined up the middle, past the diving glove of the shortstop into center field. Valerio had to go to the right field side of second base to try to make that play. But Wenji Chen is now aboard with a leadoff single here to start the 6th inning. And that is going to bring up the catcher, Xiaohong Chang. And I would bet dollars to donuts in this situation that Chang is going to bunt. And you can already see he's walked up to the batter's box squaring already. He's already got 1 sacrifice down tonight. But now he pulls back. He swings and misses. The throw down to second is going to be offline. So they had the bunt and the attempt to try to steal on here, and he is a stolen base here for Chen. Chiang had pulled back and tried to swing away, but he had missed. The count is 0-1. He literally swung and fell on his face because the ball was in the left-handed batter's box. It looks like the bunt is still on. They're going to try to get him over to third. Here's the pitch. He bunts it. It gets down. It's a good one. Fielded by Encarnacion. He throws it. He throws it into the right field corner. And that is going to get a run in. And rounding first and heading to second is Chang. And it is it's unbelievable. I got to tell you this. They were able to make the play. Encarnacion had fielded the ball. It would have been the easy out at first base. But he fires it into the right field corner. It looked like the Detroit Tigers of 2006 when they threw away the World Series to the Cardinals. So it's going to be a sacrifice bunt, a throwing error, charged to Encarnacion. So that'll be a sac bunt and an E5 if you're keeping score along with us. And now that's going to bring up the right fielder Sung to the plate with the runner at second, and Sung bunts. Right back to Encarnacion it goes. He throws to first. He throws another one away. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. I can't believe what I just saw. Chen has already scored. Chang, who was at second base, comes around to score. And back-to-back errors by the third baseman here have cashed in a pair of runs for Chinese Taipei, and they now take a lead of 5-2. And you got to kind of feel for Encarnacion. Unbelievable. So that's also going to be scored as a sac bunt. It's also going to be scored as an error to the third baseman. This time, Sung is not going to advance to second base. We do have a visit out to the mound. Probably should have been a visit to the third baseman. Because I got to tell you, it's Po Swan Wong coming to the plate. And if I'm Wong, I'm bunting too. And you keep going to the well. Give it right back into the hands of Encarnacion. That's what I would do. Well, here comes Garcia. 5-2 Chinese Taipei now in the lead here in the top of the 6th inning as the pitch is on the way. Fastball swung on and lifted foul into the seats down the left field line. Count is 0-1 to Wong. Wong tonight officially 1 for 2. He's got a single and a stolen base. He scored a run and he has walked. And Encarnacion was the loneliest guy in the park. As they throw over to first base and getting back easily is the base runner Sung. 5-2 Chinese Taipei in the lead here in the top of the 6th. Courtesy of a pair of errors by the third baseman. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on. Chopped softly over to the right side. Garcia fields it. And instead of tagging the runner retreated back and now he throws to first. That's going to go down as a ground out 1-3. So that is going to retire Wong for the first out of the inning, but it does the job of a sacrifice. It advances Sung over to second. And that is going to bring Zhuwei Lin to the plate. And let's see if the veteran Lin is going to drop a bunt down. He knows how to handle the bat as well. So Garcia holds to the set position and checks the runner. Now he kicks and delivers. Breaking ball misses down to Lin, and the count is 1-0. Lin tonight is officially 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout, but he's walked and driven in a run. And he missed that grand slam by inches back in inning number 2. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Lin was signaling the runner to advance, but Sung was holding the base. I wonder if there's some inexperience there with Sung. He's only 22 years old. They wanted him to score on a fly ball, or at least to try to score on a fly ball back earlier in the ball game, and he didn't get back and tag and didn't attempt it. As it's 2 balls and no strikes here to Lin. Pitch on the way. Fastball misses down. It's now 3-0 to Lin. Action now in the bullpen for Spain as they have a right-hander up and throwing. As the right-hander Garcia kicks and delivers, there's a fastball at the knees taken for a called strike. The count is 3-1. And by our books, it looks like it is Daniel Alvarez who is throwing in the pen, the Venezuelan-born right-hander. As Garcia delivers a cutter that's taken for a called strike, it's now 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chi Xian Chen waits his turn on deck. Lin here waiting. And there is a breaking ball swung on, grounded softly to second. Fielded neatly there by the second baseman, Colmenares, who throws to first. That is going to retire Lin, but it is going to advance the base runner Sung over to third with 2 gone. That's going to put the runner at third with 2 out. And as it's going to bring Chi Xian Chen to the plate. And for Chen, well, he is 1 for 3 in this one. A single and 3 trips. He scored a run. Well, he bunts. And that one is foul. I think they could have wanted to bunt a little bit earlier. He's got his tongue out, and he's kind of giving it a big old grin. I would have put it right back in the hands. If it was Zhuwei Lin, I would have done it the same thing. Go right after that third baseman. Let's see if he throws another one down the line. And when you have something like that, you got to keep going to the well. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted into left field. Coming in on it is Hernandez. He's got plenty of room. He'll make the catch, and that is going to do it. Oh, but there were fireworks in the inning here as the small ball does it for Chinese Taipei. They had 2 runs in the inning on the benefit of only 1 hit. There was 2 errors, and there was 1 runner left aboard. We are now moving to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your score is Chinese Taipei 5, Spain 2. We'll be back in just a couple moments. We appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Rounds Baseball YouTube channel. We'll check back in after this from our friend Matt Hollis.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. The first pitch delivered to Rusper Estrada was taken for a called strike, and it's no balls and one strike. And there is a fastball swung on. This ball is belted into deep left field. This ball could be trouble, and this ball is going to be gone. A home run by Estrada, and that is going to cut the lead to 5-3. So Chinese Taipei scores a couple, and they are unable to come back and put up a 0 yet again here in the corresponding inning. The 0-1 pitch, Estrada drives that ball into left field. A solo shot to start the bottom of the sixth here. And your score is now 5-3 for Chinese Taipei. And that is going to bring up the shortstop, Edison Valerio. I was just about, the words were almost ready to come out of my mouth. When you score a couple of runs, especially the way they do, you got to come back with a 0. There's a first pitch fastball that misses upstairs for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Valerio, 0 for 2 tonight. He has lined to right field and flown out to left. And he swings at a fastball and drives that one into center field for a base hit. So Spain not laying down here in this one. They keep the fighting. Single for Valerio. That's going to bring up Carlos Colmenares. And the one thing you got to say about Spain here in this tournament, they have swung the bats, certainly against Chinese Taipei pitching. Wander Encarnacion is being consoled in the bench area. Nobody feels as bad as he does, that's for sure. The 21-year-old Colmenares, 1 for 2 tonight. Single scored a run, has struck out. As the right-hander Siu delivers, there's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Colmenares is 5 for 12 in the tournament. He has enjoyed himself a nice set of games here for Spain as he waves at a breaking ball in the dirt. The count goes to 0-2. So when you look at Spain and you look at some of the players that are playing, there are a bright future. But as we mentioned before, the South Africans, it was a pure South African team. Nicaragua, I believe, had 2 or 3 players that were actually imports. There's a fastball taken for a called third strike. Colmenares can't believe it, but he's gone out on strikes for the first out of the inning. And that is going to bring up the catcher, Gabriel Lino. As we look at that, you know what? That pitch there wasn't all that bad. I think that it was also a good job by the catcher, the way that you received that. So here's the offering from the right-hander. It's a breaking ball that is waved at and missed by Lino, and the count is 1-0. Lino 0 for 1 tonight. He lined out to the first baseman his last time up, but he was hit by a pitch in the second. So he is 3 for 12 in the tournament. Fastball just misses off the inside corner, and the count goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. As we mentioned, we'll do the games. We're going to do the day games in the tournament next week, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, as there's a breaking ball swung on and grounded foul. And the count now goes to 1-2 on Lino. In the other bracket of the qualifiers, we're not going to be able to do the elimination game, unfortunately. But we will do the first day games of the tournament. We'll look forward to that. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lino. As the right-hander delivers, there's a fastball missing upstairs, and the count now goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Frank Hernandez waits his turn on deck. 1 gone, runner at first. 1 run already on the board here for Spain. It is now 5-3 for Chinese Taipei. Right-hander delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. And that is going to put Lino in the books. He's gone for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone, it'll leave it up to the left fielder, Frank Hernandez. And you got to feel bad for the third baseman, Encarnacion. He's had himself a pretty good tournament over at the hot corner. And everything all goes sideways in 1/2 inning. There's a first pitch fastball that misses upstairs to Hernandez, and the count is 1-0. Hernandez, the 23-year-old, is officially 0 for 1 tonight. He's grounded out. He's also had a sacrifice bunt. First time in the tournament that anybody's been able to get him out. Pitch misses up and in, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. And that's going to bring the pitching coach on a sprint out to the mound. I wonder what he's got to say here, if he sees something that his right-hander is doing. Pretty simple here. Hey, let's throw some strikes, get this guy out, and we don't want to get to the top of the order. I don't know. Maybe it was just time for the pitching coach to go for his jog. As I said before, he runs out and he runs back to the dugout. That's kind of funny. That is his mantra. So here comes the pitch. Sue kicks and delivers. Breaking ball misses upstairs. It's now 3-0. Yeah, you certainly don't want to turn the top of the order over. And you got Andres and Gulo waiting his turn on deck. Still looking for his first hit of the tournament. You got to think he's due. Fastball misses down and away. It's going to be ball 4. Hernandez gets himself a walk and advances Valerio to second. Runners at first and second for Spain. 2 gone here in the inning. And Andres Angulo at the plate. 27-year-old tonight is 0 for 1. He lined to second. He's had a sacrifice fly to left, drove in a run, and he was hit by a pitch. 0 for 13 in the tournament. Looking to get off the schneid. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted into right center field. Plenty of room here for the center fielder, Chen. He makes the catch. He's got a good fist pump. And that is going to do it for Angulo. He's gone for the third out of the inning. But Spain does get a run back on the leadoff homer by Rusper Estrada. 1 run in the inning on the benefit of 2 hits, no errors, and there were 2 runners left aboard. We're now through 6 complete. Your score is Chinese Taipei 5, Spain 3. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. We appreciate you guys for listening in here on the Last Rouse Baseball YouTube channel. Return Records says, where's the stream video? We're doing live commentary here, Return Records. There is no stream video. Just us giving you the play-by-play. We'll be back in just a bit. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Rouse Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. Coming to bat for Chinese Taipei in their half of the seventh inning will be the heart of the batting order. That is Yu Chang, Ninting Wu, and Yu Che Kao, as they are going to be facing. Looks like we have ourselves a pitching change. It is going to be Campos now on the hill. Jose Campos taking over here for the reliever, or Yudi Garcia, who was excellent tonight. The first pitch on the way is a fastball that goes right over the head of Yu Chang. 1 ball and no strikes. So Jose Campos on in relief. Third pitcher used tonight here by Spain. And the pitch on the way. Fastball misses outside. The count now is 2-0 on Yu Chang. Chang tonight is 1 for 3. He's struck out twice. He's also doubled and knocked in a run. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count goes to 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes. As the right-hander delivers, there's a fastball swung on at 3-0, belted down the left field line. This could be trouble, and it's off the wall. Played by Hernandez. He fires it into second. Digging for 2 is Chang. And the second baseman, Colmenares, able to field it, but Yu Chang has got himself his second double of the night as he has slid in safely. And that is going to bring up the third baseman, Ninting Wu. And if you're thinking what I'm thinking they got to be bunting another one down the third baseline to Encarnacion. So if you just walked in on it here, the big 2 runs that the Chinese Taipei team scored in their half of the 6th inning, after the leadoff single by Chen, it was 2 sacrifice bunts that were thrown away by the third baseman. And Ninting Wu hits this one right on the screws, right to the right fielder. And didn't get that one up enough. Oh, what a throw there by the right fielder, Angulo, all the way to third base. So Wu hits the ball hard, right to the right fielder, Angulo. Chang not able to advance. He's still at second. That's going to bring up Yu Che Kao to the plate. And for Kao tonight, he is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and has flown to center. He is the designated hitter, but at what point in time would you have to consider not making him the designated hitter anymore? They do have a little conference on the mound here. And that is going to be broken up by the home plate umpire. So Campos has delivered a couple of pitches back-to-back that have been absolutely hammered, and it is going to be a pinch hitter here. As it looks like it is going to be Lin coming into bat here for Kao, and rightly so. So Chi Wei Lin coming in to pinch hit. Did not get the start tonight, but he is coming in as the designated hitter. So Chi Wei Lin on to hit. In the first pitch, he swings and misses, and the count is quickly 0-1. Lin has played in 3 other games here in the tournament, as he was in a starting role for Chinese Taipei. Pitch on the way, a breaking ball swung on. This ball is lifted into right center field. Drifting over underneath it is Angulo, and Beltre is going to make the catch. So that is going to retire Lin for the second out. I was just about to say about Lin, this is his 4th game. He's 4 for 14. He was 4 for 13 coming in. A little surprised he didn't get the start. In this ball game here tonight. He had played left field. We watched him play some balls off his face in left field a couple times in the tournament. Had struggled out there, but they gave him the night off at least to begin. Here's the first pitch delivered to Wen Ji Chen, and it's a breaking ball that misses down and in. The count is 1-0. Chen tonight is 2 for 3, one of the hotter hitters at the plate. He has 2 singles, scored a couple of runs. He's stolen a base. Pitch on the way, fastball misses down. It's now 2-0. He is 4 for 14 in the tournament. Here's Wen Ji Chen. The catcher, Chang, waits his turn on deck. Here comes the pitch. Kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on. Popped up into shallow right center field. It's the Bermuda Triangle. Coming in hard is Beltre, and he's going to make the catch as Colmenares was doing circles out there in shallow right field. And that is going to do it as Chen is retired for the third out of the inning. Well, they strand the double, the leadoff double by Yu Chang. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and there was 1 runner left aboard. We're moving now to the bottom half of inning number 7. Your score is Chinese Taipei 5, Spain 3. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit. Appreciate you guys for hanging with us tonight on the Last Wraps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be back after this rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Welcome back, everybody. It is the bottom of the 7th inning. We're coming up here. It'll be Angel Beltre, Wander Encarnacion, and Jesus Ustares to come to bat here for Spain in their half of the inning. As the right-hander Su kicks and delivers a first pitch breaking ball, taken for a call and strike. The count is 0-1. Su had come on in relief to start the 4th inning. He's been fairly effective, only allowing the home run to lead off the 6th to Estrada as that pitch was swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 0-2 on Beltre. 41 pitches now for the right-hander, 39 since coming in. So very effective here so far tonight as he bounces a fastball up to the plate. And the count is 1-2 strikes. So he was not a big guy, but he has a pretty smooth delivery. Maybe not as smooth as the starter Zhang, in my opinion, as that fastball swung on and fouled away. The count remains at 1-2 to Beltre. But he is compact. He kind of reminds me a little bit, kind of like Sonny Gray, maybe a little smaller version, although Sonny's not the biggest of guys. Fastball swung on and chopped foul over on the third baseline. The count now is 1-2. So 1-2 strikes. So the right-hander ready to go again, rocks himself into the windup and delivers. There's a fastball that is swung on and missed. A nice job there as Beltre goes down on strikes. He's gone for the first time tonight. He's a tough guy to get out. He is one of the table setters for Spain, but he is gone for out number 1. And that is going to bring up Wander Encarnacion. And as we said, Encarnacion will look to make amends, as the first pitch to him is a fastball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. The 2 errors back in the 6th inning led to the 4th and 5th runs for Chinese Taipei. As the pitch on the way is a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. The East Coast of North America is waking up, and if you guys are just jumping in to join us, we appreciate you for doing it. This is the World Baseball Classic qualifier, and here comes the pitching coach out to the mound again. Boy, he comes flying out of that dugout. Full sprint to the mound, and the whole defense comes flying in there with him. Pat the pitcher on the back. He's behind 2-0 here on the count, but there is action in the Chinese Taipei bullpen. One would think they'd like to probably try to get through this inning here with their starter if they can, or their reliever if they can. Sue here ready to deliver his 48th pitch of the game. There is a fastball that misses down. It's now 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes to Encarnacion. Encarnacion tonight is 1 for 3. He had that single in the first, and he grounded into a double play in the 5th. And that ball spiked in the dirt. It's going to be ball 4. He's going to get himself a walk. So the tying run is going to come to the plate. That is going to bring Ustaras to the plate, who is 0 for 3 in this one tonight. He has struck out twice and flown to right. And the Chinese Taipei manager is at the top of the steps, and he has seen enough. He's coming out to home plate, more than likely to talk to the umpire, as that is what happens. Usually it's the pitching coach will go out and get the ball. And the manager will tell the umpire of the change, and we're going to have ourselves a timeout here. Well, hang on, everybody. We got a pitching change. That is the end of the line here for the pitcher, Sue. We'll be back in just a couple moments. We appreciate you guys for being here. We'll give you our friend Steve Rademacher and his pitching change before we come back again. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, everybody. Steve Rademacher come back at you again. And during this pitching change, for a change of pace, let's open some baseball cards. We'll get through these quickly. 2023 Topps Big League. We have rookie card of Tyler Freeman to go along with a Matt Chapman. And why not a Jake Cronenworth? Shoot 'em, Jake! We do have a rookie card of Brett Beatty. That's pretty cool. To go along with the uncommon Carlos Correa. Pretty common to me, but what do I know? Trey Mancini to go along with a rookie of Kodai Senga. Freddie, tell them about Kodai. And one of my favorites, Devin Williams of my Milwaukee Brewers. All right, looks like the pitcher's coming in. Freddie, you can take over now.
Appreciate you there, Steve. It is a pitching change, and for Chinese Taipei, it is going to be Yi Lei Sun coming into the ball game. So he will be taking over here in relief. So he is going to be the latest one here, at least in our eyes, of who is going to be here. So number 96, Yi Lei Sun. I'm taking a peek here. I don't know if he's seen any action in this one. I don't have any stats on him, so this might be, or say at least in this tournament, appears to be his first action of the tourney. So he's just completing his warm-up tosses, which he has done, and we're ready to resume the action here. He's going to be entrusted, the right-hander is going to be entrusted to face Jesus Ustares. Ustares is 0 for 3 in this one tonight. He has struck out twice and flown to right. 4 for 14 in the tournament. So Sun on in relief here, the right-hander ready to go, and the pitch on the way. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 1, and the count is 1-0. Runner at first is Wander Encarnacion, 1 gone here in the 7th. Sun works himself to the belt. Here comes the pitch. And it's on its way. It's a fastball at 95 that misses upstairs. Count is now 2-0. I tell you, he would probably make Robbie Ray of the San Francisco Giants proud, the way he has these, rocking these tight pants. As the right-hander works himself to the set position, here comes the 2-0. Pitch on the way. There's a changeup right down Main Street for a call and strike. And the count is now 2-1 to Ustares. Stars waiting on the offering from the right-hander here, who now throws over to first base and getting back in time as the base runner Encarnacion. And what you got to hope that Encarnacion doesn't do is take his errors into the field with him. That would be tragic, or take him back into the game. Hopefully he's been able to shake that off. There's a fastball that just misses inside. Count is now 3-1. That pitch had a lot of backdoor movement on it. It looked like it was inside and then as well. They got to watch out for the runner at first here. Sometimes the teams will put them in motion at 3-1 to stand to the double play. They throw over to first, and getting back in time is the runner Ustaras. So 3 balls and 1 strike. As the right-hander works himself to the set, here comes the pitch. Kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and chopped foul just past the third base coach's box, and the count remains at 3-2. We were talking about the tournament earlier before. We were saying probably a fist pump by the organizers that Chinese Taipei got to play this game. I'm sure Chinese Taipei would have rather run the table and finished in first. But it gave them an extra gate receipt here at the Taipei Dome for hosting. Pitch on the way, fastball misses upstairs. That's going to be ball 4, and that's going to bring the go-ahead run to the plate in Rusper Estrada. And that's not the guy you want to bring to the plate because he homered in his last at-bat. He is 2 for 3 tonight. He's got 2 of the 3 runs he has driven in for Chinese Taipei. But here we are in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And Spain is threatening here. They got runners at first and second with only 1 gone. So the right-hander, Sun, comes into the ball game and he walks the first batter he faces. So back-to-back walks issued here by Chinese Taipei pitching. And Estrada coming to the plate. Estrada in the tournament is 6 for 14. He's got 2 homers and 6 runs driven in. So not the guy that you want to bring to the plate with a couple of ducks on the pond. So here we go back to the live action. Sun leans in and he checks the sign from his catcher Chang. Works himself to the set. Here comes the first pitch. And it is swung on and lifted into shallow left center field. Racing in, and that ball is going to drop in front, but they're going to throw to second behind the runner, but reaching safely. A good decision because that was the only opportunity they probably would have had. Ended up with Staris got there. That's going to load the bases. So another hit here for Estrada. He's got a single, and Carnacion advances to third with his stars at second. That ball there bled in. Outfield was playing deep. And they ended up in a situation. Now you got the bases loaded with 1 gone. This could be the turning point in the game, and the pitching coach is out to the mound again. And I don't think they're taking the ball yet from the right-hander. But they are giving him some words of encouragement here. It is going to be Edison Valerio coming to the plate. The shortstop is 1 for 3 tonight. God, that pitching coach is getting himself quite the workout in the way that he runs on and off the field. He doesn't have to do polls after this game's done. So Valerio is 5 for 14 in the tournament. Bases are full of Spaniards. And the pitcher's Sun ready to deliver here. This could be the turning point in the ball game. As the right-hander holds set, now kicks and fires. Fastball misses inside. That was at 97 miles an hour on the gun. 1 ball and no strikes to Valerio. So 1 ball and no strikes. As we said, infield is in double play depth up the middle. They are playing back here for their defense, and there's a fastball that catches the inside corner for a called strike, and the count's 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. I would think that both Valeria and Colmenares be guys that you would probably want to face in this situation. Fastball misses upstairs, count goes to 2-1. As they are not been the big run producers. And I don't know if they would present a lot of power, even though Colmenares has a home run. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's now 3-1. There's nowhere to put Valerio as he's batting here with the bases loaded. Actually, that last pitch was a changeup on the inside corner. It ran in. So now he's got to challenge him here somehow. He's got to be able to throw a strike. Valerio's going to get something good to hit here. Here comes the 3-1 offering. Sun holds set. now delivers. Fastball center cut for a called strike, and the count now goes to 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. So what does he have up his sleeve here for Valerio now? And the pitch on the way. Oh, it's a changeup taken for a called third strike. I don't know what Valerio was looking for, but he sure wasn't looking for the changeup. He stood there like the house by the side of the road. Watch that go by for out number 2. Oh, boy. Steady diet of off-speed stuff in this at-bat. Had him out in front, and he has gone down on strikes looking. Well, that leaves it all up to the 21-year-old Carlos Colmenares, who waits here on the offering from the right-hander's son, who kicks and fires. There's a fastball at 95 that I'm not sure where that pitch was, but the home plate umpire said it was a ball. The count is 1-0. As I said, some dicey umpiring here tonight in this one. Not sure it is the best strike zone that we've witnessed of the umpires in the tournament, making the Korean look really good. Fastball at 94. He blows it right past Colmenares. Count goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, the right-hander ready to go again. There's 2 gone here in the 7th. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball taken for a called strike. The count now goes to 1-2 on Colmenares. So Chinese Taipei looking to get out of the jam here. Colmenares has taken the offensive timeout. And Spain here can point to this inning. If they don't cash a run in here, this might have been their only chance. So here comes the 1-2 offering. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. Sun does the job. He strikes out the side. Well, at least in relief, he gets 2 of the 3 by his strikeouts. They strand the bases loaded, and that is going to do it for Spain here in the 7th. Well, there was no runs in the inning. There was a hit. There was no errors and 3 runners left aboard. Spain has left 6 runners aboard in the last 3 innings. Your score as we move to the top of the 8th inning. It is Chinese Taipei 5 and Spain 3. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit. Time for us to get ourselves a drink, or at least refresh our drink, because we're starting to get a little bit on the raspy side. We'll be right back in a minute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
We're going to the top of the 8th inning. We'll be back in just a moment. Your score, 5-3 for Chinese Taipei. Welcome back, everybody. The catcher Chang is coming to bat here, followed by Sung and Wong. The first pitch delivered by the reliever Campos is a fastball that misses upstairs for a ball. Count is 1-0. Campos came on in relief in the last half inning, and he delivers a fastball for a called strike. The count goes even to 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike it is to Chang. 5-3. Chinese Taipei lead it here in the top of the 8th inning. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on, lifted into left field. Shallow left field. Moving in on it is Hernandez. Moving back on it is the shortstop Valerio. And it's Valerio who will put it away for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone here. That'll bring up the right fielder, Cheng Jui Sung. And for Sung, he is 1 for 1. He has 2 sacrifice bunts tonight, and he swings through a fastball and misses, and the count is 0-1. He was one of the ones who had dropped the bunt in that 6th inning. It was the second error made back-to-back plays by Encarnacion. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-1. The youngster has enjoyed a pretty good tournament at the plate. He is 5 for 9. As the right-hander Campos kicks and delivers, fastball swung on and fouled back over on the first base side home plate. The count's 1-2. But he has been a little bit erratic on the base paths with his base running. But with time and experience, one would expect that he would be much better as he gets older. Here comes the pitch from the right-hander Campos. It is a fastball that misses down and in, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, and it's a fastball that comes inside, and it has hit the batter. So he is going to make his way over to first base. I thought maybe that would have gone to the backstop, but he's going to be hit by a pitch. Campos had hit him. He turned it. He just got out of the way at that last instant and ended up, just grazing his jersey. Very interesting. Not that, didn't hit him that hard, that's for sure. But it looks like we're going to have ourselves looks like they're going to maybe go take a look at the hit by pitch. I think he got hit by the pitch personally. I think Spain is challenging it here. We're going to look at the replay. What you could see is when he turned his back, and just as he turned his back, it just grazed him, or at least we think it grazed him, because you could see the jersey, the movement of the jersey kind of puffed in as the umpires are making their decision. We're going to have to wait here. It's a quick decision, and he is going to get first base. They pointed to the bag. Hey, I got to say one thing about this. The one thing tonight and in this tournament is the calls, for the most part, have been pretty quick when they've had to go to replay. They haven't wasted a whole lot of time. There was only one game or one call the other night where I felt that the pitcher was kind of getting frozen out because he was left to have to stand out there for quite a while. But for the most part, the calls come fairly quickly. There's a first pitch fastball that misses outside to the leadoff hitter, Pu Swan Wong. Wong tonight, 1 for 3. He's got a stolen base and scored a run. He's also drawn a walk. As he swings through and misses, off to the races goes the runner Sung. He's going to get a stolen base. It's going to be his first of the tournament. He had a big jump there on Campos. And the catcher, Lino, lost the handle on it as the batter, Wong, had swung through and missed. So he's in scoring position here with 1 out. And the pitch to Wong on the way is a fastball that misses down, and the count goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Wong. Right-hander Campos checks the runner at second. Here comes the pitch. Fastball down, and it gets away from the catcher, Lino, all the way over to first on the first base side, and it's going to advance the runner, Sung, another 90 feet. That's going to go in the books as a wild pitch. It ended up bouncing about 2 feet in front of home plate, and then Lino didn't know where it went. The runner, Sung, didn't look like he wanted to advance because he didn't know where it was. And then he ended up taking off over to the third base bag. So here comes the 3-1 pitch, and there's a breaking ball down, and it is hit Wong in the foot. So he is going to be aboard. Everything all falling apart here for Campos in the 8th inning here. pitch looked like it was a breaking ball. You could see the spin on it, and it gets him right on the lead right toe. So Wong is going to make himself his way to first base. Runners at the corners with one gone, and it's going to bring the manager out of the dugout. I think we've seen enough. They do have action in the bullpen. It is still the right-hander, Daniel Alvarez, who is up and throwing. We'll see what the manager does here if he's going to take the ball. I usually think that would be the case. He's come out to talk to his pitcher here. Maybe it's just a fuel check. Oh, they're going to leave him. Are they going to leave him in, or what are they going to do? They're leaving him in. Very interesting. Usually the pitching coach would come out and have a word, and then the manager would come out and pull him, but the manager's going to leave him in the ball game here. So it's going to be Zue Lin coming to the plate with runners on the corners and one gone. And in this situation here, I wouldn't bat an eye. Keep your eyes peeled here for a safety squeeze. That's what I'd be anticipating and guessing here. If Lin is going to do something, he might try to squeeze a run home here. We're going to have to wait and see. Let's see what happens. Campos works himself to the set. Here's a pitch. He is squaring the bunt, and it is a changeup that misses down, and the count is 1-0. So just as suspected here, they're going to try to drop something down. I would put the ball right in the hands of the third baseman if I could. Here's the pitch. And he pulls back and swings, and he grounds it foul over on the first base side. The count goes to 1-1. I'm Zue Lin, I think I'm doing it again. Get the bunt down, and let's see what the third baseman does. So here comes the 1-1 offering. Nope, fastball swung on. Lifted down the left field line, giving chases Hernandez. He's in foul territory, makes the catch. Tagging at third and heading home. The throw to the plate is not in time. The runner at first also tags and moves up to second. So good job there by Sung. He scores easily. That's going to increase the scoreline to 6-3. It's going to be a sacrifice fly to 7. RBI, the second of the night here for Lin. Wong also advances into scoring position. And now that's going to bring up the center fielder, Chi Xian Chen, to the plate. So for Chen, he's 1 for 4 tonight. He's got a single. He scored a run back in the first inning. So a little bit of icing on the cake here for Chinese Taipei. I'm not sure yet. That fastball misses outside for ball 1. That was 1-0. It is the top of the 8th inning here, and Spain still has a couple of cracks. As the right-hander delivers again, there's a fastball swung through and missed, and the count goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hander again works himself to the set position. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down. It now goes to 2-1 on Chen. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Right-hander checks the runner, now delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count goes to 2-2. A base hit here to the outfield. You got a chance to score another run. 3-run cushion, a lot more breathing room here for Chinese Taipei. Here comes the pitch. Campos delivers. Fastball swung on, lifted foul into the seats down the left field line in the upper deck, and the count remains at 2-2 to Chen. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's the elimination game here. Winner take all here tonight. As the pitch on the way from Campos, a fastball that misses up and away. And that runs the count full to Chen. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yu Chang waits his turn on deck. And the 3-2 ready to come here from the right-hander. Checks the runner, now delivers. Fastball swung on, lined on 1 hop to the first baseman, and Esturras is going to win the race to the base. Oh, Chen's going to feel a little bit snake bitten on that one. That's going to go down as a ground out to 3. What a nice play by the first baseman, Esturras. And that will do it here to end the inning. Well, there was 1 run in the inning on the benefit of no hits. So 1 run on no hits. There was no errors, and there was 1 runner left aboard. And your score as we move now to the bottom of the 8th inning, it is Chinese Taipei 6 and Spain 3. Hang around with us, everybody. We'll be back with the call in just a few minutes. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up right after this. Appreciate you all for being here with us tonight on the Last Wraps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be back here in just a few.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Last Wraps Baseball, where we're going to open some dancing heroine cards during this intermission. Japanese baseball has cheerleaders for their sport. So let's see what we get from the Japanese baseball cheerleaders. Got swallows, and I bet she does. We have the Lions. It's one of my favorite teams. Wow. Now that's all sorts of nice. Ramu. Very cool. We have Neon. And we have Angels of Hiroka. And the one Japanese card no one can read, we got from the Giants. So everybody, enjoy the game. Back to you, Freddie, and peace out.
Appreciate you there, Steve, and the support you give to our channel. In turn, we support Steve Rademacher after the game. Be sure to go check him out. It is going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to come to bat here for Spain in their half of the 8th inning. And that will be Lino, Hernandez, and Angulo slated to come to bat. They're showing the tournament format we talked about again before. I'm not sure exactly which qualifier is going to be assigned to where. My guess is that if Chinese Taipei wins, they may stick them in the qualifying group, in the Asian group, as that first pitch fastball is taken for a called strike, although they didn't win the group, so it makes you wonder where they would get their qualifier to go to. And there's a fastball that just backs the hitter off the plate, almost hit him as the pitcher has tipped his hat to the batter here. So 1 ball on 1 strike. It is still the same pitcher's son who was on in relief. There's a fastball swung on, grounded to third, fielded by Ning-Ting Wu. And he throws to first, and Lino is going to be retired. That's going to go down as a ground out 5-3. He's gone for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone, and I'll bring up the left fielder, Frank Hernandez. So Hernandez is officially 0 for 1 tonight. He had grounded to second. He had a sacrifice bunt and a walk in his other 2 trips, and the pitch from Sun on the way. Fastball misses outside. The count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Sun in his second inning of relief as he kicks and delivers a fastball that misses down, and the count goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Spain is starting to run out of outs. They've got 5 left to play with here to be able to score 3 runs. 6-3. Chinese Taipei in the lead. Here comes the pitch from Sun. He kicks and fires. Fastball center cut at 93 for a called strike. The count is 2-1. He's got a power fastball, and he likes to throw his changeup. So here comes the 2-1 offering as the right-hander kicks and delivers. Fastball at 93 at the knees for a called strike, and the count now goes to 2-2. That's a tough pitch. Knee high, right on the inside corner. Not much Hernandez can do about that one other than watch that thing sail by. So let's see if he pulls the string here. Here comes the 2-2. It's a 94-mile-an-hour fastball swung on, lifted into right field, diving it at his son. He can't get it. It gets away, and it goes toward the foul line. He comes up throwing and sliding in safely at second base. There's the batter, runner Hernandez, and that's going to be a double. It looks like Sung in playing has broken his belt. It's kind of funny, actually. He's got it hung up. He's holding on to it. He dives for it, and he just got off the tip of his glove. Couldn't keep it in front. It actually went toward the foul line. But that is going to allow Hernandez to reach safely, and the adjustment that Sung is going to need, he's going to have to do up his belt. So Hernandez given a double on that one. He gets yet another hit. His 5th hit of the tournament. And so we've seen this before where Chinese Taipei will put up a run and then they seemingly give it right back in the same inning. It's not conducive to what you want your pitchers to do. This brings Angulo to the plate. Angulo ready to deliver. Here comes the pitch, or the pitch to Angulo. It's a fastball that misses upstairs for ball one. The count is 1-0. Angulo so far has not had a hit in the tournament. He is officially 0 for 2 tonight, 0 for 14 in the tournament. He was hit by a pitch and had a sacrifice fly at an RBI earlier as he takes a 83-mile-an-hour changeup for a called strike. The count is 1-1. I remember years ago they used to ask the Latin players if you could take one pitch out of the game, what would it be? They all said the changeup, if you could take the changeup away. And this guy's got a pretty good one. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is belted down the left field line. It's going to hook foul into the upper deck. Oh, boy, did Angulo turn on that one. If we were playing cricket, that would have went out for 6. But it was about 40 feet foul down the left field line. That runs the count to 1-2 on Angulo. So now the pitcher ready to go again. Delivers, fastball swung on, grounded over to third. Nice play by Wu. Checks the runner back to second, and he throws out Angulo. It's a ground out 5-3. That puts him in the books for the second out of the inning, and it's going to leave it all up to Engel Beltre. Well, Beltre has been a tough out the entire tournament. He is 2 for 3 tonight. He scored a run, and he's also drawn a walk. And so Beltre is 6 for 16 in the tournament. As the right-hander checks the runner at second, here comes the pitch. It's a changeup at 83 for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Got to say that the right-hander here has good command of his change piece. Here's the pitch. Fastball that moves the hitter off the plate. That was at 94. Count goes even at 1-1. You almost got to think you got to sit change up at times with the way that he throws it with such volume. Remember, I had a player a number of years ago who had hit quite a few home runs, and he would sit change up in situations. As that one change up is swung on and missed, the count goes to 1-2. Remember, he came back to the dugout and he said, I was sitting change up and he drilled the ball into the seats. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is as the right-hander holds set. Now delivers. Fastball misses down, and the count goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th inning. Chinese Taipei with a 6-3 lead over the Spaniards. As the right-hander kicks and fires, there's a fastball swung on. It is grounded over to first. A nice diving play by Wong. He fields it. He gets up and wins the race to the bag, and that is going to do it. A ground out to 3 to end the inning. And that will do it here for Spain in their half of inning number 8. No runs in the inning, 1 hit. The double by Hernandez, who is stranded at second. No errors, 1 runner left aboard. We're moving to the top of the 9th inning. Your score is Chinese Taipei 6, Spain 3. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit with all the action. Appreciate you guys for hanging with us here on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be Daniel Alvarez to come in here for Spain, as he is the fourth pitcher used tonight. And Alvarez in the tournament is making his second appearance. He worked an inning and a third, allowed 2 hits, a couple of runs. He had walked 1 and struck out 2 in his only other appearance. So it has been the starter was Russo. He was relieved by Garcia. Then Campos came in. And now Daniel Alvarez here on in relief. So the big fella is going to be entrusted. He's going to have to face Yu Chang, Ning-Ting Wu, and then it's going to be Chi Wei Lin to come to bat here in the top of the 9th for Chinese Taipei. And the first pitch on the way is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is quickly on 1 to Chang. Chang tonight has 2 doubles and 4 trips. He's also struck out twice as he takes a fastball down for a ball, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. As it is a breaking ball that is waved at and missed, and the count now goes to 1-2 on Chang. 7 for 15 in the tournament. He's got a homer and 3 RBIs. 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball swung on, grounded over to third, fielded by Encarnacion. He throws to first. Looks like it's Colmenares actually who's in the ball game. He moved over for Encarnacion. That's going to do it. It's a ground out 5-3. So that is going to retire Chang. We'll have to get the update on who has moved over into second base. But Colmenares has moved over to third for a defensive substitution. And here's the pitch from Alvarez, a breaking ball that goes to Ning-Ting Wu, taken for a called strike. Wu tonight is 0 for 3. He's drawn a walk and he's driven a run in. And he misses with a fastball down, and the count now goes even to 1-1 on Wu. So 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a fastball that misses down. It's Rondon who has gone in at second base. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Rondon had pinch run for Encarnacion in that last half inning, so he stays in the game. It was Colmenares who's gone over to third. There's a cutter that misses up and in, and the count now goes to 3-1. So the dancers for the Chinese Taipei national team have a lot to dance about tonight. Fastball swung on and tipped into the mitt. The count goes now to 3-2 on Wu. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and lifted foul into the seats down the left field line. Count remains at 3-2 to Wu. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander rocking into the windup and delivering. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted the other way. It's going to reach the seats behind the first base dugout, and the count still remains at 3-2 to Wu. But he's going to have to go and get himself a new bat. Looks like a fan from New Taipei City has come away with that one. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Wu. Lin waits his turn on deck. 1 gone here in the top of the 9th. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on, lifted into straightaway center field, coming hard, sliding and making the catch is Beltre. Oh, what a beautiful play. As that is going to retire Wu. It was a sinking liner. Got to give Wu credit. He was coming hard out of the box. Beltre doesn't make that play. He's on second and maybe more. Oh, what a play there by Beltre to retire Wu for the second out of the inning. That is going to leave it all up to the designated hitter, Chi Wei Lin. Well, Lin came on as a pinch hitter in the DH role as he takes a first pitch breaking ball for a called strike. He replaced the starter Cal. He is 0 for 1 tonight in this one. Is Lin, and there's a fastball that misses down, and the count goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hander rocking into the windup and delivers. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. Alvarez working quickly, delivers again. This time fastball misses upstairs. It's 3-1. Spain has not had a clean inning since the third inning where they retired Chinese Taipei 1-2-3. Right-hander rocks and delivers. Cutter swung on and grounded foul just past the bag at first base, and the count now goes full to Lin. Again, Alvarez rocks and delivers. There's a breaking ball that just misses up and away. We're not going to get ourselves a 1-2-3, and then that's going to draw a walk to Lin, and that is going to bring up the left fielder, Wen-Ji Chen. And for Chen, he is a 2 for 4. A couple of singles, 2 runs scored. He has grounded out and flown to center. So Chen batting here from the left side. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, there's a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Right-hander against the left-hander. Alvarez holds set. Now he kicks and fires. There's a breaking ball upstairs. There goes the runner down to second, and the throw's not going to be in time. Lino juggled it a little bit, but Lin has got himself into scoring position with that stolen base. We'll look at the replay. He looked like he had a hard time getting the ball out of his glove. That's 2 balls and no strikes here to Chen. So Alvarez ready to go again. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. It's now 3-0. Catcher Chang is on deck. Looks like he is getting loose or getting his gear ready to take it off. So here comes the 3-0 offering from Alvarez. Pitch on the way is a fastball missing upstairs. It's going to be ball 4, so they can't put the batters away. That's going to put runners at first and second, and it's going to bring up the catcher Chang. And it's going to bring the pitching coach out of the Spanish dugout. We do have a pitcher up and going, but I think they'd like to try to finish it off here with Alvarez if they could. My guess is this is probably going to be either his last or second last hitter, because you've got the 8 and 9 hitters in the batting order here before you turn it over to the top. The bottom third of the batting order has been destructive tonight for Chinese Taipei. They have scored 4 of the 6 runs. Chen has a pair of runs. Chang has got a run, and Sung has scored a run. Anytime when you look at the bottom third of the batting order and when they can become a nuisance for your team, that is a bit of a problem. They have accounted for tonight 3 hits. They've got a couple of sacrifice bunts. Actually, they've had 3 sacrifice bunts. And that first pitch misses for a ball, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to Chang. Right-hander Alvarez works to the set. Taipei looking for some insurance. There's a fastball that's lifted into deep right field. Backing up is Angulo. He's got plenty of room. He makes the catch, and that is going to do it. Chang is retired for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. They strand a pair, and we are now moving to the bottom half of inning number 9. Your score is Chinese Taipei 6, Spain 3. Stick around, everybody. It all comes to a finish here in just a couple moments. Down to their final bats. We'll be right back after this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be Jun Yu Sang in the ball game to try to close this one out for Chinese Taipei. So he is on in relief. So Jun Yu Sang, the right-hander, and he is going to be entrusted to face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the batting order for Spain. It is going to be Rondon to lead it off. And the first pitch is a fastball that misses down and in. He came on to replace Franco as a pinch runner in the 7th inning. So 1 ball and no strikes to Rondon. Sang kicks and delivers. It is a fastball that just misses a little bit low, and the count is 2-0. There is a left-hander and a right-hander up in the pen. The lefty is Lou. We didn't get the number on the right-hander. Lou can really bring it. As the pitch is on the way, there is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 2-1 to Wander Encarnacion. Or check that. It is Rondon. Sorry. As we said, he is in the pinch hit here. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. As now goes to 2-2 on Rondon. This is Edgar Rondon, by the way, the 5'7" second baseman. Fastball swung on, and this is going to be lifted foul. So Rondon not getting cheated at all with that swing. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. And Rondon is in the books. He's gone for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Jesus Estares. He went after a pitch up in the zone and couldn't catch up with the high heat. So Estares comes to the plate 0 for 3 tonight. He's also drawn a walk. And the pitch on the way is a fastball at 97 for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. It's an easy 97 here from the reliever, Seng, who it's our first time seeing him pitch. There's a pitch that is a fastball that misses up and away. Count now goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. They're running out of outs. Here are the Spanish, and the pitch on the way. Fastball misses upstairs. It's now 2-1. On the international scene, Spain has done pretty good, especially with all the expats and their lineups. Over the years, they have been always a force, but as we said at the outset in the first game, only 1 domestic player. Not much of a domestic league in Spain, as there was a fastball swung on and fouled straight back, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. A reminder, we will be back on the airwaves for the day games of the Classic qualifiers, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. As the right-hander works himself to the set position. Now he kicks and delivers. Fastball, take it at the knees for a called 3rd strike. Oh, Estares stood there like the house by the side of the road and watched it go by for out number 2. And now they're come down to their final out. It's going to be Usper Estrada coming to the plate, who has had a big night tonight. Estrada has 3 hits in his 4 trips, 2 singles and a home run. He's also driven in 2 of the 3 Spanish runs. So they're down to their final out. And once this one is done, we will give it a wrap as well. There's a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count is 1-0 to Estrada. Estrada batting from the right side here against the right-hander Seng, who kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on and missed. Count goes even to 1-1. Estrada lost his balance and did a full walkabout, circled the catcher and the umpire. So 1-1 strike it is as the right-hander Seng works to the set. Here comes the pitch. He kicks, delivers, another fastball, overmatched, 96-mile-an-hour heater, blows it right by the batter Estrada. He's now 1-2 strikes. And now Spain down to their final strike. As the right-hander ready to go again. Here comes the pitch. He kicks, fires, fastball, blows it by Estrada, and that is going to do it. Seng comes in and strikes out the side, and the Chinese Taipei are in full celebration mode. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Chinese Taipei, 3-9-2 for Spain. Your final score is Chinese Taipei 6, Spain 3. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight. We're going to call it a night right now. Not going to do the wrap. We'll see Chinese Taipei in the World Baseball Classic in 2026. We appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight on the Last Wraps Baseball YouTube channel. Don't forget, come and see us in another week or so. It'll be the other games in the Classic qualifiers from Arizona. And hopefully you guys can also join us for some Japanese baseball a little later this month. Have a great one, everybody. We'll see you soon on the Last Wraps Baseball YouTube channel.